Okay, so we are up to session 59 of the Jade Regent Adventure Path. And as you can see by the full table today, everyone's online. So I believe it is the COVID safe game. And tonight online we have Annie, who's going to describe her character.
I'm playing Bug, who's a changeling, half hag, half orc with a armadillo called Splat, who is, I believe, still stuck outside and useless to me.
Well, you don't know until you actually try.
Is true. Can't risk the armadillo. It's too important.
I'm sure the others won't mind too much if Splat just happens to get stuck down here.
I was going to say, I'm sure Splat's always been useless to you, hasn't he?
Saved us in that tower.
Okay, so the next one we have is Emrys.
I am playing Dimly, the field medic dwarf who has suddenly in the last, couple of hours realised that he can heal people, which is very exciting. And generally I'm just a grumpy bastard.
But currently high.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the first time, let's be honest.
Also missing his puppy.
Yes, missing my puppy very much. Why'd you have to talk about him?
Okay, somehow I seem to have lost one of my mics, so I'm going to have to fix that. Just noticing that it's deciding to say, oh, you don't really want to have that mic running. There we go, my actual Yeti mic is now working again. So, okay, so next person up we have is Grace.
I am playing Iomi. She is in her late teens and is a cleric who follows the dead goddess Akavna and may or may not be a reincarnation of that goddess. She is sister to Bug and also to Nashru, who is the most annoying older little brother that she's ever had. And yeah, she's pretty convinced that we're all going to die.
Well, eventually we are.
Well, here, I mean.
I know, I'm just teasing you. Okay, next person up we have is Jeremy.
Yes, good evening all. I'm playing the aforesaid Nashru, a wonderful and useful sibling to have in all situations, and one who's whose impromptu barber discovered that he was quite handy with a knife himself already. It's okay.
Yeah, always helps to be good with that. Next person up we have is Mark.
Hello, I'm playing Harori, the man of many deaths, and interesting skill sets. The human samurai who's at one stage in this campaign will die for good for once, and till then he just tries to keep the party alive. So,
Now, on the bright side, he's very good at waiting tables.
I've heard that too.
And lastly for tonight we have Ross.
Yes, I'm playing Xanis, the Goblin Wandering Monk. Currently in a slightly destroyed kobold and costume, which is also heavily bloodied, mostly of hobgoblin and goblin blood.
And many arrow piercings.
Yep. So as soon as we get out of here, I'm going to be able to fix this.
Okay, so last time we had it, you had managed to move from the gas of petrification and delved a little bit further in, dealt with a rockfall trap that was meant to delay you, which it did. And now you've found a staircase down into the depths, which leads further into the complex. Not exactly sure how far down it goes.
Pretty quick and slippery.
It is, and apparently there's people off to the side, but don't worry about those. They're not. I'm sure they're not really there.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a room which
Are people concerned about trying to get down?
I'm sure you can just wet and wild your way the whole way down if you wish to.
What was that, Kai?
I'm sure you can just do the wet and wild all the way down if you wish to.
Yeah, except there's no
There's not
sides
actually
to
sidewalks, isn't it?
Oh, there are sides to it. They just face outwards. So on the first turn, you'll probably go straight off the edge. And you don't know exactly how far down that goes.
I mean, Nashville's pretty nimble on his feet, so he's confident he can get down. But is anyone else concerned?
I don't think I can get down without doing serious damage to myself.
So what, we're going to tie ropes around each other?
Well, I believe there was also people had crampons for their feet, the claws of the ice bear ones.
I don't know if Claws of the Ice Bear will help in this situation, will they?
Depends on if you activate the spider climb ability or not.
Well, let's say that I did.
Then, yes, it would help greatly because it doesn't matter how smooth or slippery the surface is, you can walk down no problems.
Right.
Of course, the only concern might be exactly how far down it is.
That is
and how
the
long
trick.
the spider climb lasts for.
How long does the spider climb last for?
About 200 feet less than the distance.
Can I, we're in Nashville, I walk over to Nashville and I go, hey Nashville, can you see the bottom from that corner there down to the bottom or not?
I don't believe we can. I think there is too much water rushing down around, and
It's a spiral that continues round and round as far as you can see.
it goes underneath itself, so it's a corkscrew.
Well, I've got the boots of winter, whatever thing. Okay. I just treat difficult terrain as normal terrain, so. But I think it's just, I'm wondering if there's any way we can, if somebody can work out how long it is and whether it's enough to get a rope down there or not. So.
Who's got a rope?
I do.
Could someone hand one in to me?
Would you want it actually tied around you so you actually got your hands free?
Sure.
We could tie one of my heads to the end of it.
Oh, we can do that.
I smell pretty bad. I think I need a shower.
So you're just going to jump in?
Well, I'd like a rope tied around me first, but yeah.
Well, they could tie a rope around you and you jump in. They just don't have to hold the other end.
Well, I was hoping that a couple of people would hold the other end, but it really depends on how popular I am at the moment.
Well, you are currently their healer.
Yeah, so hopefully they will.
Well, yeah, we'll give him the rope. You can tie himself up.
Going to say, Nashu's happy to scout for at least a few turns down to see how far it goes.
Well, yeah, you can go first, and I'll just prep and get ready.
Okay.
So how far do you go down, Jeremy?
We'll go down a couple spirals first up. So,
And everyone lets him go down?
Yeah.
and I'm off to a
Yeah,
nice
well-
start. So, natural 20 on the stealth check. So,
Because he is the Klingon of the party.
yeah. So stealth of 43.
Okay, so you start making your way around.
How slippery or difficult is he finding it?
You are finding it fairly okay, though at times it gets slippier than you expected.
Okay. So basically, yeah, so coming with my high acrobatics and balance, I'm not necessarily need to roll, but I'm recognising that it's not necessarily a cakewalk. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's what you're recognising.
Okay. So as I say, I'll go down probably 2 spirals and see how far down that's gone and see if I can get an idea of how much further down it goes.
Okay, it goes down further and you can still see the water stops any long distance view.
Okay. And is that assuming I've gone down effectively 30 feet based upon the markings on there?
About that.
Yep, okay. So, I will step back up then and let them know that, well, yeah, I'm estimating it's probably between 50 and 100 feet down. Not that I saw the bottom, but hey, I'm sure I'm right.
Hey, it's not beyond me to make your character correct.
So, we ready?
Yep.
The old adage of what's the worst that can happen?
If it's 50 to 100 feet down, then shouldn't we add this additional length of rope to the 50-foot length of rope we have so that it's 100?
Well, your 50-foot length of rope loses 5 feet for every person you tie it to.
I was going to say, are we tying it to people or are we tying it to something at the top?
I thought we tie it to...
I'm suggesting we tie 2 ropes together.
Yeah.
And we tie dimly on one end and tie the other at the top.
Yeah, well, I would have thought it was better just to tie the rope to a few people and go down. Because if it's 100 feet down, then you're just going to get stuck part way down.
Yeah, this is true.
So,
wait a minute.
I'm sure Horori would make a good stability point.
Aurora's happy to be the weight.
The anchor.
Yes.
Well, what's the worst that can happen to Horori?
That hasn't happened already. It's okay.
Okay, so who's going down first?
I have metal pittons. So could I stick one in the ground?
You can stick whatever you like in the ground, or you could use the bedding that's here.
What?
There is bed in the room. This was a bedroom.
No, I meant like if I went halfway down, could I stick a pitton into the ramp?
You could, though you may actually damage the ramp at the same time.
I'm going to say that's going to take more time, and let's just see how we go.
It's not stone blocks, it's actually carved, so you may actually shatter the ramp you're on if you manage to get a pitton in the wrong spot.
Okay, well I won't do that. I'm going to leave it to smarter people to tell me what to do.
It's not like Dimly will do anything to take away the floor.
I was trying to help.
You did good.
I give naturally that look of like, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, do you want me to be the rear of the old rope, Jeremy? It's on the way. I'll be the rear. So if people just want to, you can probably be free yourself, and then you can lead people down bit by bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what order are people going in there? So Nashu's leading.
Toru's at the end.
Yep. Who's in what order are the middle happening?
Be after Nashu.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
So
go
yep. So we got Nashu, Xanis.
Who's next?
Dimly.
Okay, Dimly.
I'll go.
So Bug, Iomi, and
Rory.
Huori. Yeah.
And is everyone tied to the rope except Nashu?
Yeah, and I've got my boots of Winterland to help me with slippery slopes. So
I'm not going to tie myself to the rope. I'll just hold on to it.
okay.
So is Xanis tied to the rope?
Yeah, I'll be tied to the rope.
Okay, so if I got the front, the top and bottom of the rope is tied off.
Okay, so you start going down.
Again, Nashu will be naturally stealthy, but obviously also looking out. So he'll probably go for an extra 10 foot in front of Xanis type stuff. Just go through. But so stealth was 34. And yeah, perception he's got plus 21. So whether or not we roll or whether it's passive on the way down, up to you.
It would most likely be a passive on the way down.
All good. Not that I'm concerned about certain people on the side of the spiral at all.
Not at all. Okay, so you guys are busily heading down. So basically have you spread out a bit as you're going down the spiral. And, you know, having this big pile of people just standing there is not worrying some whatsoever.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is always bliss. Okay, so I'm going to get everyone to make an acrobatics roll as you're walking down.
Okay, I got a 36.
You got a 36?
Actually better than I thought it was.
22.
32 for Nashru.
32 for Nashru.
Because he gets plus 22.
Yeah, plus 22 is fantastic.
Yeah, I was just commenting the fact that yes, Dimly got 22, Nashru starts at 22.
If I'm not trained in acrobatics, is there anything I add on or not?
If you're
your
not trained,
dexterity
you just add
modifier.
dexterity.
Okay. So +1.
You're doing cartwheels down. Unfortunately, you can't stop.
No, so I rolled an 18, but I've only got a +1 for it.
Okay.
Now, that question I had for Martin, my Boots of Winterland says, enable me to travel at normal speed across slippery as ice without falling or slipping. Does that help me at all on the way down?
Was it stuff
Boots
like
of Winter.
ice? Yeah, so yes, it does help you coming down.
Okay. So I only rolled a 16.
You only rolled a 16.
Yeah,
No,
I got a 5 on the dice and 11 plus 11.
Hey, at least you didn't get a downgraded roll. So remember, if you roll a 20, you upgrade your check. It's not a critical.
Yeah.
And if you roll a 1, you downgrade your check. It's not a critical. So that's the Pathfinder terminology for a 20 and a 1.
I just hope the boots help me out. That's all.
It means you're not actually needing to really roll. Like it's a case of you're walking down a slope.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about the slipperiness of it and things like that.
So what was Jeremy's roll?
32.
And what was Ennis's roll?
36.
And what was Dimley's roll?
22.
Okay, so Dimley, I believe you get a chance to use a reflex action if you wish to.
Yes, how do I do that?
I believe it's called grabbing the edge.
So is that acrobatics or?
I'm just looking it up now. It is grab an edge. It is reflex save.
Reflex. I have that. 30.
30. Okay, so what are you currently holding?
A rope?
When you're tied to it?
Yeah, so nothing. I have the hands free.
Okay. Something to keep in mind if you end up in combat, you have no weapons out.
Yeah, I was going to fix that when I got down.
Okay, so you slip off the edge using the rope to dangle. So what did Annie get with her save? Annie got 21, she said?
18.
So no, I rolled an 18, but then I only added 1 to it, so 19.
Okay, so Annie, you go flying off the edge.
Awesome.
And you're currently dangling below the dwarf. What did Naomi get?
29.
29. Okay, so you're right on the edge of the cliff bit with Annie dangling. You now get to roll a second time for your saving throw, and if it's worse, it becomes your saving throw.
Reflex save.
With your acrobatics. Second roll on your acrobatics.
God, that's a 16.
Okay, so it looks like Bug drags you off as well.
Sorry.
And Haruri, what was your roll?
I had 16 total.
Okay, so
But then he's not slipping on the ice anyway.
I've got the boots on, so I've got my boots of Windland on, so I'm not sure if that helps at all.
okay, so I will give you a balance check with advantage.
Is that
Because of your boots? Just because your boots mean you don't slip doesn't mean you still can't be pulled off by two people going over the edge.
Okay, so that's a acrobatics with advantage, I assume. Is that correct?
Or make it athletics, not acrobatics, because you're holding people up.
Yeah, you're trying to pull it, you're tugging them back.
Okay, that's better.
Athletics with advantage.
That's 23
Yep.
total.
Okay, so you're standing there with two characters dangling over the edge. And you've got the dwarf hanging over the edge.
Oh, great.
So he's hanging on.
And could our goblin give me a reflex save?
Do we have rerolls?
You do.
I'm going to use a reroll.
Sure. Reroll is used.
Because I don't think a 24 would work. Since that's the lowest before being downgraded. That's a 36.
Okay, so you're basically dragged right to the edge where the dwarf is, but not over the edge.
With flight, how much weight can you carry?
Generally up to your load, but creatures of larger size than you take up quite a lot of bulk plus their gear. So
Okay, how much can I slow the fall if I'm casting flight?
Well,
Would I act as a parachute?
considering there are 4 other characters there, you'll drop like a rock.
Or if I could,
If
I
you-
do it that I cast fly just as the other 3 hit the ground, and I've got like what was it, 2 meter before the hitting the ground.
Unfortunately, fly is not a reaction.
Nashru's going to go and like continue down the spiral to to effectively the level below.
Yep. Mhm.
Can he reach the lowest angle?
Okay, so as you get to the level below, hanging under the eaves are 2 people.
Man, the people hanging there, who jumped over the edge to get to them, they could have mentioned they were someone there.
They're actually quite well hidden behind the curtain of water,
No, they're great.
and they're sort of staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm going to call initiative with perception.
Okay. The can I see the guys that are hanging?
You can see them hanging.
And can I reach them if I was standing on the ledge?
You probably could, if
Okay.
you didn't have people there to beat you up.
Yeah, okay. I didn't have distractions. That's fine. Yep.
And how far to the bottom, like for us hanging people?
You can't tell. There's too much spray, and dark vision does not go through fog. So, what is Rory's initiative?
Rory got 18.
Wait a sec. Just got to make sure I actually put people into initiative. Okay, so what was people's initiatives?
19.
Who was that? Was that
Dimly.
Dimly. And Dimly had 19. Okay, so who's next?
Xanis got 31.
Xanis got 31.
36 for Nashru.
36 for Nashru.
Also 31 for Bug.
31 for Bog. And what about Ione?
Iomi got 30.
Okay.
How wide is this slide thing?
It ranges from 10 feet to 5 feet, depending on how much it's turning at the time.
Okay.
It's thicker on the
Not
bottom.
Possibly not necessarily level 5 to 10 feet either. Or horizontal 5 to 10 feet.
Okay, so Jeremy.
Yep.
Hobgoblin leader.
Yep. Not necessarily what it says on the character. Because I'm very good at using just markers like you do miniatures if you don't have the right thing. Okay, so just making sure I have similar things to the person so I'm not actually tanking you too badly. Okay, so person drops down in front of you and then flurries.
Okay. Are they less than 12th level?
They appear to be less than 12th level.
Okay, I'm not flat-footed then.
They're not a rogue.
That's right.
Okay, so would a 30 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, how about a 37.
No,
37's just a normal hit.
just a normal hit still.
Okay, just checking. Okay, so. As long as I can find the right dice. I don't want to upgrade the dice on you. Okay, so they strike you for 19 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then they follow up with a third attack.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, the third attack is at -8. And I believe that's going to be a pretty bad miss. So, what's your armor class?
29.
So, yes, it's actually a critical miss.
Okay.
Okay, so they swing at you and then slide off.
Oh, I love the edge. Oh, I love the edge.
And then you see them grab on as they go over and roll underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they managed to do ninja roll out of sight with their critical failure. Now you're up.
Okay. And so the other one's still effectively just hanging there, about to jump on me. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. No. We'll move to down the spiral to the hanging guy that I can reach, like the hanging friend.
Give me a sec. What was that? No.
I'm basically going to move a bit further down, take a step to the side, so therefore I'm not actually running directly past the person. But not necessarily the way, but like diagonally either way. And basically, moving down so I could grab and pull the person onto the path with me.
Okay, give me a athletics check as you're reaching out into the waterfall.
13. Hang on, where am I with my skills gone? Athletics.
Yep.
31.
31. Okay, it is a heavy downpour, but you are able to reach out and grab Iomi.
Okay.
And so, Iomi, you feel someone grabbing your legs.
I'm saying, grab, come in.
Awesome. I will do what I can to try and help pull myself up back onto the ledge.
Well, he's pulling you down.
I'm saying, I'm on the ledge here. Just come down to me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll go in the direction that I'm being pulled.
Okay, so you're now in the level below the others. Okay.
Does that take my 3 actions?
I believe it would take your 3 actions.
Happy with that? I'll let her know the fact that we've got a couple people hanging around.
Okay.
Ha.
So that means you had to let go of the rope. Luckily, you were only hanging onto the rope, using it as a guide.
Yep.
Okay, Xenis, what do you want to do?
Okay, luckily I've got a climbing kit.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab a piton out, nail it to the floor and tie the rope
Sure, give
off.
me a strength check.
Yeah, I was hoping to do it before needing to do a strength check.
Nope,
Didn't we discuss the potential dangers of how secure this
We
spiral
did,
was?
but it's his action. So, give me a strength check.
So what? I just add my bonus.
Yes, you'll be adding your bonus because you are not proficient in hammering in things.
Yes, I am. I craft things. I build things. Of course, I know how to hammer a nail in.
We're not talking about a nail. We're talking a piton.
Yeah, a piton's just a large nail.
No, because you have to read the rock and all that kind of crap.
And a piton is not about joining things together. It's about separating it enough to wedge it in.
Okay. Can I do a MacGyver trick and create a way of putting it in? Yeah. No. I'm having difficulty in nailing it in for some strange reason. Bloody rocks.
Well, you don't know until you actually tell me the
what was
number.
your actual total?
10.
And it was a natural.
It was an 8.
8. Yeah. Okay. So if you don't actually tell me the number and you just say you fail, you automatically fail, whether or not you succeeded or not normally. So not telling the GM what you get is a bad thing.
Because, hey, it's not like it would be all that hard necessarily to bang a piton.
Okay.
The combat conditions a bit more challenging, that's all.
Yeah.
So you bang it in, seeing a spiral crack come out from where you struck into the stone.
Okay,
and you don't think that the piton will hold. That's 2 actions to do this so far. 1 action to get out the piton, 1 action to strike it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll give you a passive perception check. I'll give you a perception check to see if you actually notice the cracking.
Okay. That's a. Where's my bleeps? That's a 23.
Well, there is battle and there is water, so no, you don't notice the cracking yet.
You're all fine, but the piton's not in hard enough yet. You have to bang it some more.
The piton still, but you do notice the piton still appears to be loose.
Yeah, I'll continually hammer it in and try to tie the rope off.
Give me another strength check.
That's a 14.
Okay, so it goes in a bit further. You might have to do this a couple more times to actually get it in deep enough, you think. Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, so we have Bug. You are dangling by yourself. It seems Iomi just fell away below you.
Okay, so I'm dangling by myself. Wasn't there someone below me as well?
You don't really know because there's a lot of waterfall around and you're in the middle of it.
Yeah,
But
right.
you probably noticed that the rope has gone slack on the side that where Iomi was.
No, because it is still taut because Harori was actually holding it tight.
I was, yeah.
If it went slack, Harori would be over the edge.
It's tight.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so I'm still tied to it and it's taut at either end, or
It
is
is.
the end below me
Yeah.
dangling?
It is taut at either end. You did rise up a little bit a moment ago. You're not really sure why.
Yeah. I'm going to be an optimist because Bug's such an optimistic person. And maybe just assume that rescue's afoot if it feels like someone's been pulled up or pulled down. Because I can't really climb if it's taut either end, right?
Not as well. They are taut going up either side. Say you've got your arms above your head. They're taut going that direction. Both ropes are going the same way.
Oh, right. Oh. How hard would it be to try and just pull myself up, climb?
That would be a athletics check.
How about an intimidation check?
You could intimidate the rope, and he might separate from you.
Well, I think your better card could be to intimidate yourself to say, nah, I'm not dying here, I'm up.
Yeah, exactly. I'll scare myself into climbing the rope.
Let's see how well that goes for you.
Oh. Next minute, Bug just wets her pants.
I think that's already happened.
You have to look for.
Well, no one's going to notice at the moment anyway.
So that's it.
How hard is it to climb though? Like, how well would I have to roll, do we reckon, for me to be able to climb it?
That's between you and your dice.
At least a 20, I think. That's me.
Yeah, right. Well, can I just try to pull myself up, but without doing it in a way that means that I'm going to fall to my death if I fail?
But you're not going to fall to your death anyway. You're still tied to the rope.
Unless,
Yeah,
of
all
course, you pull yourself up by snapping the rope. That would be completely up to you.
So that'd be like if I critically failed or something.
Critical fail on a climb check, I believe, doesn't make you fall if you're tied.
That's right.
You're already in the fallen condition.
Yep. All right. Fine. I'll have a roll. I'll try to climb.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Taking a photo of it.
So that's a total of 19.
21, I think.
So 21 upgraded.
Yeah.
Was that correct, Danny?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so yes, you managed to climb up and climb over Dimly. Dimly provides multiple services to give you ability to grip and pull on.
Yeah, can I actually help as best I can?
I believe the fact that she's using you as leverage is what's helping.
Right, so I can't, like, grab a foot and push up or anything to help?
Sure,
Well,
you can let go of the ledge completely. You can let go of the ledge completely and help her, if you wish to.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm good.
But that's completely up to you.
I forgot about the whole holding the ledge thing.
Or I can give you a roll with disadvantage to use one hand and help her.
Does she seem like she's in trouble, or is she doing okay?
She seems to be doing okay, and I'm sure it hurts her climbing over you.
Can I prepare some sort of reflex that if she does fall that I can try that check?
No, because you haven't had your action and you've already used your reflex.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you managed to get yourself up onto the walkway.
Sweet.
And that is your action, unfortunately. Dimly, you're hanging over the edge. You're the only one hanging now.
Is there anyone? So there's no one below me?
Not that you can see.
Right. I don't suppose I could treat the ramp like a large creature and try and tighten wrestle it, can I?
Okay, give it a try.
No, I'm not going to.
I have no problem if you squeeze it as hard as possible.
I would like to try and climb over the edge.
Okay. Give me athletics roll.
Yep. 30.
Okay, you also managed to get up. Only uses up one action for you because you weren't so far down.
Okay. I would like to remove a weapon.
Sure, you can toss a weapon down anytime you want.
From my bag and hold it.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to remove my hammer. But I'll leave the other hand free and holding onto the rope. And I won't remove my shield.
Okay. Though that would normally be ready instead of remove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, completely different things.
I will ready said hammer.
That's why I was asking, were you tossing your weapon away because you were removing it?
Right, sorry.
All good. I'm just checking on wording. Okay. So, underneath. Dimly's lucky he went off when he did because he's about to be pulled off the pathway. So, Jeremy, the other one moves up to you. and has a flurry attack on you. This time it got a 24 as its lowest, which is a miss.
24 can miss, yeah.
And a 30 on its other attack.
30 misses.
30 misses because you've
I'll
acted.
I'll use a reaction to dodge the blow. I get a +2 circumstance bonus versus a trigger attack against as a reaction if I succeed the attacker.
Okay.
So that puts me up to AC 31.
For just that attack?
So only one hit by the count of it, I think.
Yep. Oh no. That means the 30 would miss because you got a 31.
Yeah, that's right. So 30 miss, 24 miss. His third attack hasn't happened yet.
Third attack hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
Okay, and this one goes for a third attack. Okay, so that is also a 30.
We kick now. I think the nimble dogs only work against
That
that
attack.
specific triggering attack. So we'll assume it hits for the time being, and
does
I'll work out later if it doesn't.
19 points of
Won't worry
damage
about
against you.
So
You take another 19 points.
19 from only one blow this time.
Yeah. Actually, I think I only gave you damage from one blow last time as well, but that's okay. I don't mind if I missed one damage lot. Okay, so Rory, you can hear the sound of combat above you. Sorry, below you.
Okay. Because I've got the winner boots on, so I can move at normal speed on slippery surfaces.
Yep.
Do you have room to get around everyone else? Or not?
Yes, if you push them off the edge.
I knew this was a bad thing going last. I really knew that. All I do I see Xander trying to nail things nice?
Yes, you can see Xanis hammering things into the stone.
I yell at Xandus going, "Oi, stop it. Go help bloody Nashru." And I'll keep the rope taut. Oh, that's one action. Can I use a reaction next time? If they move down, I want to move down with them with a taunt rope. Can I do that?
You can, but that only gives you one move.
Yeah, I'm happy with just one move, but so I just want to make sure that I'm still got the rope taunt at my end, just in case.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, Iomi, you're on a slippery surface. You can see that there is one guy attacking Nashru. And you can't see the others, but you can hear the sound of rock above you and movement.
Yeah, I'm going to do daze on the guy I can see.
Yep.
That is attacking Nashru, not on Nashru.
Okay. And what sort of saving throw does it have?
Basic will save.
Basic will save. Okay, it rolls a 38. Actually, comes out to be a 39. What is your DC?
And above.
Then it's a critical success. They take no damage.
Okay.
And that's 2 actions?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you want to do with your final action?
Magic shield, I guess.
Yep. So you now have a magic shield up.
Yep.
Okay, so you see one of them climb up over the edge beside you. And then jump up and basically get up to behind Harori.
Okay, wasn't he below me? Oh, okay.
It's basically gone up 2 levels.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, he can take me.
No,
Okay.
he can't because he spent 3 actions doing that.
Oh, he's a dead mother. Okay.
But hey, they're currently attacking the front and the back.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But that is their action. But the thing is, you don't get another action just yet. Nashru, you're the final person standing between the goddess and the creature.
I'll save the goddess.
Save the goddess, save the world.
Or rather, I'll save the goddess again. Having just saved it from certain death of doom, death by yeah, what can we do? Not much. Okay, I will draw my rapier and take a stab. 18. AC 38.
38 is just enough to hit a critical.
Oh, okay. Actually, and that'll be handy. So critical. Where are we then? D8, D6. Is he going to take acid damage?
Yep.
Okay. Or like you don't need it separated?
At this stage, I don't need it separated.
Okay. 2, 8, 15, 20 points of damage from a pokey magical rapier. Oh, hang on, sorry, it's critical, isn't it? So, it's doubled. 7, 13, 26, 33 damage. And because I've got my weapon expertise, I can activate the critical specialization on the weapon.
Yep.
Which for a sword makes him flat-footed, I think. Off balance by your attack, becoming flat-footed until the start of your next turn.
Giving you a sneak attack, which is fantastic.
Indeed. So I will take another shot. AC, was it 20? AC 30.
30, that's a hit. Good thing about flat-footed, it also reduces their AC.
Cool. And 1, 2, 3. Enfeebles 10. 12, 15, 17, 18, 24 damage.
24 damage that time?
And he'll remain flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
Because you use your special...
Debilitating strike. Yep.
Okay. So just remind me he's flat-footed next time. How much damage was that again?
24.
Is that flat-footed just for you, or
No,
is
that's flat-footed for everybody. He's flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
Nashru is just that good.
Yeah. When I stab him, I stay off balance.
Okay, Xenos, do you want to finish hammering in your piton?
No, because I can see that they're both back up again.
And obviously one fell.
You've lost one.
And Harori told you not to do it anymore.
But the rope's gone slack.
Oh no, it's still taut.
Well, there wasn't any screams or anything, so...
You can barely hear people talking, so if they were screaming, you wouldn't have heard it.
Okay. So that means I probably didn't hear Aurori then.
So you've stood next to waterfalls before, have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're every bit down this stairwell is a waterfall.
Yep. Okay. I'll slowly move further down.
Okay, you get that far and stop hitting the end of your rope.
Do I move with that now or not?
No, because you have to wait for Annie to move before you can move.
No, I can't. He's not going to be pulling the 4 other people attached to the rope at the moment. He's got 10 foot of slack on the rope, and
Okay, so I've moved forward. Can I do a ready to action?
What's your ready to action?
Well, if any foe comes near me, I'm going to hit it with a flurry attack.
Sure. Is a flurry attack's a single action, isn't it?
Yeah, single
yes.
action.
You can do that. Any foe?
Enemy's the word.
Okay, enemy.
Do you
someone that is not part of this party?
Okay, just wanted to confirm because sometimes people have attacked Emerus.
Oh, no. Well, he normally attacks everybody else first.
Okay, so Bug, you're up. What would you like to do?
What can I see?
You can see water falling everywhere, and there's a bit of shiny metal in the pathway ahead.
Okay, but I can't see anyone currently in combat or anything.
Give me a perception roll.
So I rolled an 8 plus 15, 23.
23. Well, there's 2 people behind you like you expect, and 2 people in front of you like you expect. You just can't see them clearly.
Okay. Am I likely to trip if I even try to move at all?
Well, you've got about 10 feet of slack between you and the guy in front.
Wow. And about 5 feet of slack between the person behind you.
That is correct. Yeah. Well, actually, you've got 20 feet of slack, but you expect it to be 5 feet of slack.
So does that mean I'm only going to fall 5 feet? Is that what you're saying?
Or you're going to drag someone off with you.
Yeah. Right. So I can't see or hear anyone in combat, and all I know is that if I try to walk, I'm probably going to fall or take someone else down with me.
Possibly. You can choose to delay and already in action to move when the person in front of you moves.
Yeah, I might do that.
Okay. Okay, so Dimly, what is Dimly wanting to do?
Can I see any enemies around me?
Give me a perception roll.
$21.
You can see 3 people behind you and 1 in front, like you expect. And you can see a shiny bit of metal in the ground in front of you, just perfect to hit with a hammer.
Dimly sees enemies everywhere.
Dimly will not hit the pitten.
You'll not hit the magic button?
No. That's the end ride button, right?
You never know, that might be in case of emergency, break this.
Am I able to untie myself from the rope?
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that. How many actions will that take?
Who tied you up?
Himself.
Stannis.
You did it yourself? Stannis did? Okay, so...
No, I gave you the rope. I told you to tie it yourself.
Oh, okay, I did then.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to take any responsibility for your if you fell.
Right, fair enough.
So I'm going to say 1 action to untie the rope.
Yep.
You're now free of the rope.
I would like to step towards the 3 people and get closer so that I can see who they are.
Okay, give me a acrobatics check with disadvantage.
$31.
That's the lowest of the 2 rolls?
That's the lowest of the 2.
Okay, so you're balanced rather badly on the ledge. And you can see that it is not Iomi. Iomi's missing.
Right, so who is there?
You have no idea who is there. You've never seen them before. But they've got long hair. And they appear to be female.
So, are you saying that because of my bad roll, I just don't know who they are, or am I confirming they're not one of the party?
You are confirming it's not one of the party, but it is a female.
I would like to try and grapple it using Titan Wrestle.
Okay.
Good. Why do I see? Yes, you successfully grapple, and then you both go over the edge.
Well, I'm thinking if we do that, I'll do the Austin Powers thing and push her underneath.
So what? You think you're Silver Surfer or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you doubting it?
What's the worst that can happen?
He becomes a spirit and he wanders this hall surfing dead corpses.
We said the worst.
Let's be honest, it's not the worst thing I've done on this campaign.
Worst thing.
Oh, Ross, you weren't there for the baby Yetis, were you?
Okay, so athletics check with disadvantage due to the conditions.
Yes, you're tackling your wife to be.
22.
22. Okay, you fail.
That's fair.
That is your second action. What do you want? Oh, sorry, that's your third action.
I would like to.
That is your
use
third
the
action.
To whisper.
You're done. The good news is you haven't gone off the edge yet.
Yep.
Bad news is you didn't take her off the edge either.
Okay, so Jeremy. Apparently, you're being attacked again.
Okay.
They are doing a flurry of blows against you.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently one of them was a 40.
That'll hit.
Oh.
And a 27.
It's going to say the fact that I will use my reaction, Nimble Dodge, to stop that 40 being a critical.
I would probably advise that at the moment, yes.
But the 27 still misses.
Yep. Okay, so on the normal hit, they do 15 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to attempt a grapple check.
Okay.
Apparently very badly.
She's getting his ass kicked.
What are their targets again?
It's against your fortitude save plus 10.
Fortitude plus 10 is 27.
Okay, so it was not a critical fumble by 1. They managed not to critically fumble you.
Cool. So, unfortunately, flat-footed doesn't slow him down on his grappling.
It does not. At which point, they move 5 foot back as a action. So that's their 3 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Bug. Sorry, Harori. You didn't get to use your readied action because nothing happened.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's all good. I turn around to see this non-party member in front of me going,
Hang on, I was at the back of the line. How did you come from?
hang on. Now, do a quick smell going, you definitely don't smell like something I want to...
You smell water.
I smell water?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm going to hit it anyway, Martin. So that's what I was trying to say. Okay.
You breathe in a lungful of water.
I've got quick draw on the katana, so I'd have to use an action for that one. So,
Yep.
So I bring it out and...
And everything around you goes into a haze as fog surrounds you.
Well, I'm glad this wasn't greased up with petrol or whatever.
Can I use a reroll, please, Martin?
Yes, you can.
Because I definitely would like to reroll this one.
Okay, everything around you has just blanked out into a white haze.
36 total, Martin.
36 total?
Yeah.
Does the white haze apply to all of us?
Probably about everything within 10 feet of Horori is a white fog.
Oh, so not for me then.
No. Okay, so what did you get total?
36 total.
Okay, that is a standard hit.
Okay, here we go.
But I think there is a 50% miss chance.
Is there?
Yes, because you cannot see the person anymore.
No, that's fair. Okay, cool. I'll let you roll that one if you want.
I'm just looking it up now.
Maybe next time get a weapon that doesn't flame.
It does 4d10 damage, guys. It's got its good and bad things. Okay. It burns where it makes
like
holes.
burning down pagodas
Yeah, shush. That's a
that
one.
were inside.
So it's 30 plus. Okay. It would be 33 total with one of that being fire damage, magical slashing.
Okay, so you've got to do a flat check.
Okay, with the d20?
Yep. Add no bonuses to the d20.
Well, I'm not rolling you because you've been a bad dice. I'll go to the next dice. Natural 20?
Natural 20, all that means is you hit the target.
That's right.
Okay,
Up 10.
33 points of damage to the target.
That was a pretty good shot, even though you can no longer see them.
Okay.
It's amazing what a flaming katana does in a waterfall.
Yeah, I know. I'll have another swing.
Okay.
So, 11 plus 23, 34.
Okay, now give me the flat 20 check.
Okay. 12.
That's a hit.
Okay, cool. Roll damage. Well, that's not too bad, actually. 16. $38 damage total, 3 points of fire. Magic slashing.
Okay.
But then I look at my dwarf friend on the edge.
You cannot see your dwarf friend on the edge.
Okay.
You
I
are
didn't even-
blind.
I'm blind, I didn't see him.
Well, since you pulled out your sword, you are no longer able to see anything. You are considered blinded.
And everybody around him.
Can I use my last action to put my sword back in my sleeve?
Yep.
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay, you put your sword away, making it so that the bad guy can now hit you.
We can hit me, but I got a quick draw, so I can bring it back out again if I need it. So.
Okay, so Iomi, yes, you can see the bad guy has stepped away from Nashru.
Yeah, he's still within 30 feet of me though.
He is, yes.
So I'm going to do a Divine Lance,
Yep.
which is a ranged spell attack. Is he still flat-footed?
Yes, he is. That's lowers his armor class.
Yeah, well. Yeah. I'm assuming a 20 doesn't hit.
Well, you do have 2 rerolls.
Well, considering that if it doesn't hit, then it's a crit fail because I rolled 1.
Well, a 1 means you've downgraded the check. So
Yeah,
if
that's why I said if it doesn't hit, like if it's a fail, then it goes to a crit fail.
Yep.
I
It's
think
probably worth a reroll. Avoid the critical fumble when you're standing on the edge of a unknown
Yeah.
drop.
I'll use a reroll.
okay. Though I can't tell you the result of the dice roll if you want the reroll.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. So that's 31.
31. Okay, that is a hit.
But not a critical hit.
Not a critical hit.
So therefore your 20 would have been a problem.
And that gives me 64 plus 4, I think.
64 plus 4, 68 damage. Well done.
That's a fantastic amount of damage there.
It's 23 damage, and it's chaotic damage.
You strike it well. Do you have any other actions remaining?
Yeah, because that's only a 2-action cantrip.
Do you bring your shield back up again?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, I'm just asking because it is something you have to do every round.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so up on top there, Mark, just in time to put your thing away. This person attempts to grapple you. What is your fortitude save?
32 total. So.
Okay.
Hang on. Hang on. I still might have something to cancel that. Hang on.
Well, we did get a full rest.
Yeah, I got my focus back. I just got to double check the focus. That's all. Hang
on, we didn't do an 8-hour rest, though, did we?
We did not.
But
No,
you
we-
meditated to get a focus point back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was so confused when Ross said we got a full rest.
I can reduce a critical hit to a normal hit. Does it count as a critical hit? But no, I can. Man, being a grapple.
Well, I see what you're saying.
It's a critical success, not a. It doesn't do extra damage.
Because mine says reduce a critical hit to normal hit. That's all. Is it just a wording thing or not?
Maybe a wording thing. What page is it?
It's called Greater Resolve at level 9. I can use Improved Unstoppable Reaction, reduce a critical hit to normal hit.
Well, here's the question. What's the difference between a success and critical success in a grapple check?
Probably start. You can go straight to restrain. Probably.
You can go straight to restrain.
Yeah.
Just gonna quickly look up fighter, because that's what it was based off.
Yeah, I'm still asked to double check with him out, that's all.
So. I think the intention was for
Damage?
attacks, which is
Yeah,
which is
cool.
the main
That's
thing
fair.
there. And if we try to quibble about what is an attack and what isn't an attack, the grapple has the attack keyword.
Oh, well, there you go.
And so, to keep in spirit of the actual thing we talked about, I believe it counts.
Okay, well, I'll
I
move.
would say with the attack keyword, I'd definitely count it.
Are you guys happy with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just have to ask that because I don't
Yeah.
want to make overruling things that
I don't know.
make things worse for people.
My initial thought was like an athletics check, not an attack roll, so maybe not. But yeah, it's got the attack trait.
The
So
attack
yeah.
rate, then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't state that it lowers the damage. It just lowers the success.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is his first action.
Yes, I'm grappled, I think.
Okay, so what was your armor class?
My armor class.
Sorry, what was your
Fortitude
fortitude
save.
plus 20? Because I'm going to compare that to what his roll was to see if it was an exceptionally good critical. Because
Okay, I got 32.
32. So on his thing, he got a 41 upgraded. So it was just a standard hit turned into a critical hit. So downgrading the critical really did help.
Yep, cool.
So if he had have gotten a critical hit anyway, the downgrading there wouldn't have done anything to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So that would also be a fair thing.
That's fair, cool.
So you would have
So-
basically done the equivalent of stopped a card draw with that ability.
Yeah, that's fair, cool. Like I said, so I'll be grappled then, I should. So
You are considered grappled. And as his second action,
he's going to throw me off.
Just remember, you can fly.
Well, not when you put the sword away.
that is true.
But you can fast draw it, or quick draw it with no action.
To be honest with you, he probably should have shoved you instead of tried to grapple you. So, in that case, he's going to use his next action to shove you.
Okay, that's fortitude again.
That is Fortitude DC.
So she hugged him.
And then
And
pushed him
now-
away. He said, "Yup, you're not for me. I don't love you anymore."
No, he's
Go
actually
away."
trying to move with him this time. So if he goes over, they go over.
Okay, that's fair call. 32 still on the fortitude, so
32 still? Okay, so that gets them to a... numbers in head mean that it was a fail. Technically a critical fail.
So Harori's become the unmovable object.
But considering they're currently hugging you, they can't really fall prone easily. But I might say because they don't actually shove you off, you manage to loosen the grip. You are no longer restrained.
okay, that sounds good.
Okay, so that is their 3 actions. So, Jeremy, underneath it all,
Yep.
they took a blast of light right beside you, and you saw light bouncing everywhere in the dropping rain of the
Yep,
waterfall.
I will step forward and stab him again. While he's still off balance. AC 28.
28 is the target number.
Marvellous.
Well, actually, you beat it by 2 because of him being flat-footed.
Okay. Yeah. Give him next a couple of die damage. 11, 17, 20, 28, 32, 38 points of damage.
38 points of damage. Just checking to make sure that Ross is taking in his enfeebled, as well as Mark and Emerus.
Sorry, what do I do?
Are you
Maybe
taking
he's
into
still
account
weak.
your -1 to rolls for enfeebled?
I thought we were recovered from that.
No, that
No,
takes that takes
Okay.
hours to do.
No, I was putting that in there, Martin. So
Yeah,
So
man.
that is a penalty to strength-based rolls and DCs.
So, but more importantly at the moment, my guy's still standing just.
He is still standing.
I will give him another stab then.
So you dropped your dice and got a natural 20. That works well, Annie. Okay, just putting that out of the way. So that brings us to...
Hang on.
Is next
my last attack. So, yep, so my third action is another attack to try and finish him off. 15, AC 29.
29 is a hit. And they go down. They had 2 hit points left.
Well, there's a fair chance I was going to manage 2.
And you see them slide off the edge and disappear.
And that's my 3 actions done.
Excuse me.
Just making sure they're not going to trouble us anymore. Okay, so next person up is Xenos. What is Xenos wanting to do?
I just realised we didn't make any rules for signalling with the rope.
You did not. Okay, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to pull the rope, trying to...
Okay, give me a strength check.
But no. I mean, just making it saying that I'm getting impatient.
Give me a strength check.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's an 18.
Okay, apparently you're tugging it a lot harder than you intended. Emerus, could you please give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage?
I believe I've removed myself from the rope.
Oh, that's right, you did. Annie, give me an acrobatics check.
Damn it.
So, Xanis, there was a lot more rope than you intended.
Rolled a 17 plus 1.
Okay. So, as you pull the rope, you find that you have a bug come sliding towards you.
Okay, catch her. Or brace her from going over the edge.
Brace her with what? She's heavier than you. And there's
My
nothing
dad
to...
would know.
And there is absolutely nothing to put your feet against, except for that Pitanu started to hammer into the ground.
Well, I could do that, then go curse myself for not learning the mountain stances.
Okay, so you're going to use a reaction to try to catch her?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a acrobatics roll. You should be able to do this quite easily.
Okay, natural 20. What was my acrobatics? I think it's 20. Damn, phone went to sleep. Skill. Yeah, 20, so 40 all up. No, actually, 39 because of the enfeeblement.
So, 39 or 39 upgraded?
Yeah,
39 upgraded.
Okay, so I'm still trying to get people used to the Pathfinder 2 wording. Okay, so yes, you managed to grab onto her. Do you want to do anything special while doing so? You could even sling her in front of you.
You managed to critically catch her. Are you going to do anything with the advantage of the critical, is what he's asking.
Oh. I look impressive?
You're still a goblin.
You're
Yeah, but I look with a grin, I look impressive.
So you stop her flying off the edge, but did you want to move her further down the path, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, but I can't move her too far ahead because I'll follow her if I go further down with her.
Well, you can move her down with you and do a move.
Yeah.
Hang on. Wouldn't I be tied to the other end still, go or not?
I can only move another 10.
Okay, so Haruri gets to make a balance roll with disadvantage.
Even with the boots on?
Even with the boots on, because someone's pulling you off the edge.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. That's a reflex.
But he's got the advantage that he's being held by the other woman, isn't he?
They had dropped him on their turn.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So and the thing is, this is a balance, not a slippery thing.
Is this reflex or acrobatics?
This is acrobatics, trying to stand on a narrow ledge while someone's pulling you.
Okay, this is, I think, 20 total. I'm just going to confirm it. Acrobatics of... Yeah, 20 total.
Okay, so you're now hanging over the edge. Would you like to use your reflex to grab an edge or a dwarf?
I'll grab an edge. I'm not going to take the dwarf down with me.
Okay.
Or he could grab the goblin or whatever the thing is.
I'm happy to try and be helpful.
No, it's okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to grab the edge.
And then this rope comes underneath the dwarf's legs as you come over.
Mm-hmm. Do I get to roll anything for that or not?
Hang on. Reflex of 25 total, none.
Okay, so you've grabbed the edge, and would the dwarf please give me a acrobatics check to not be pulled over the edge with the rope?
Is it with disadvantage?
No, because he's not tied.
28.
28. Okay, you're standing. You are standing on the edge. As you see Harori dangling below you. Luckily, you had untied yourself. Otherwise, you would have been dropped down as well.
Yep.
You felt it. You felt it and just rolled over the rope.
Cool.
Bug, you now get to go.
Alright, and there's no one to, like, attack now that I'm further down, is there?
Not that you can see.
Yeah.
Though you can see Harori dangling beside you.
You might want to cut the rope for Harori.
Cut the rope.
Yeah, let him fall. I'm
Bring
sure
him
he's
down to
fine.
your level.
No, because if it's with you guys pulling the stress one side, if I try to get back up on the thing, it's like a lot of effort for me to get back up on above.
Well,
But
he's currently tied to the dwarf at the moment.
you're at the end of the rope, though, so you could probably go down moderately easily.
And
yeah.
And the dwarf's not tied to any of you anymore.
No, dwarf's not tied to anyone. So if you cut the rope, then I can get off the. I can try to get back up, kill the guy.
How overconfident is Harori?
Aurora's fairly confident at the moment, but I don't trust.
Can you catch the next ledge?
No, the Harori's thinking about killing some certain goblin at the moment, and he's really pissed off at the goblin. So
More importantly, right now,
wouldn't even be anywhere near 10 feet right now. Or you're in 10 feet, but not a good idea. But anyway, I'm tempted to pull the rope the other way and pull everyone back down, but I'm not going to do that. But I'll leave it up to you, Annie, what you want to do. So.
Okay, but I can't see the goblin at all, Martin.
No. You've got water falling between you and them, and they're at a level above you.
Okay, but I can see Mark, and he's looking at me like he wants me to cut the rope.
Apparently, he always wants you to cut the rope and let him go.
All right, cut the rope.
Well, he does have a tendency to try and hang himself.
Okay, so the rope falls slack below you as you slice someone's rope in half.
Someone's.
Well, it's not yours.
True.
And
are we in pain? Someone's cut my rope.
And you did cut the right side, not the left side, so you're still attached to Xanos.
All right.
But you can cut that side too if you wish.
I'm tempted. Hey.
Do it.
Nah, look, I'll stay connected for now. Dun, dun, dun.
Apparently, two of you have decided that it's worth sticking together. So would you like to use a readied action to follow Xanos if Xanos moves?
I don't know if I trust him that much.
I've saved your life multiple times.
Yeah, but you're still a goblin.
Yeah, all right, I'll follow.
I'm a polite goblin. I'm an educated goblin.
Okay, so Emrys,
No such thing.
It's just you, the enemy, and some fingers.
Hey, the fingers belong to Harori, right?
Yes, they do.
They're very human-like fingers. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
this week.
I have
A hammer, and his fingers and nails.
Every problem can nail.
You could just attack the enemy.
Yeah, can I attack the enemy with my hammer?
I believe you can.
Prophecy has gone into cat meltdown. She has dragged away some of Emrys's special markers. She has taken off with one of my slippers, which she tried to eat the pom-poms off. Like, she's just full cat mode right now.
Hey, want attention? Give me attention.
They're my textures.
But I came and put her in my lap and gave her heaps of pats, and then she was like, "No, I want to get up and destroy things again."
Because she gets lots of attention that way.
Hmm.
She'll get attention, Aura. This set of pens has only got 168. Like, seriously. This is my small set.
So now it's 167 thanks to the cat?
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm -1 because of the whole feeble thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
So 34.
34 is a hit, not a critical hit.
All right. That's 14 damage.
Yep.
It's screen's very small. How much health has he got left?
Yay much.
Yeah, he's about 75, 80% damage.
All right, I would like to hit him again.
Okay,
I have to take 5 off, don't I?
you do.
29.
29 is still a hit.
9 damage.
Okay. Sorry, just trying to get to the thing while juggling everything. Okay, so 9 damage.
He's not dead?
Not dead.
I think you've just annoyed her.
Minus 10 for you.
That
Is it minus 8 or minus 10 for the
Minus
third
10
hit?
for the next one.
Minus 10.
Why not?
Because if you're critical,
Yeah,
you'll
so
fall off.
that's 19. No, wait. Yeah, 19.
So 19 is a critical miss.
What's that mean?
Oh, sorry.
Falling.
With his flat-footed, 19 is a miss.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It does help to have the extra points. Okay, so Haruri, you're dangling.
I want to climb back up first.
You do?
I want to climb into that diagonal spot where I was before somebody pulled me off.
Okay, as you climb up, the woman takes a attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
So give me your... First you got to do your athletics roll to climb, and then they get to pummel you.
Okay, that's a fair call.
I thought you might have tried to do grab, throw over ledge.
No, technically, they can do the shove action instead of damage. That's still a valid attack. So thanks for reminding me, Ross.
Ross?
I wasn't reminding you. I was reminding Horror. You should have just grabbed it.
See, right now, I want to kill a goblin. I don't want to kill a hobgoblin. So, it's okay.
So what was your climb roll?
17.
Okay, so what is your fortitude defense?
32.
32. Okay, so they don't critically miss in shoving you, but you don't succeed in climbing up.
Can I try again?
But if they didn't critically miss, does that mean they succeeded?
They got a fail instead of a success.
Oh, okay. So no, yeah, okay. It was a miss, not a critical miss. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to get up again.
Just looking at DCs. Okay, so you're going to try again?
Try again to get back up again. I want to get up. I don't like hanging over a ledge, so doesn't suit us over right properly. So.
And luckily for you, the climb doesn't have the multi-action penalty.
Okay, 25?
25, you actually managed to get yourself up with that one. That's
Well,
2
that's
actions.
Third action with my quick draw, I'm going to kill this bastard.
Okay, so the whole room fills with fog again. Well,
Yeah,
the area around you fills with fog, and everything goes blank. And your attack roll is at full strength.
How was it?
Yeah, no penalty except for enfeebled.
Yep, that's right. I've got that -3 off that. That's 34 total.
Yep.
Then I'll roll another d20, see if I hit or not.
Yep, D20 flat check.
12.
12 is a hit.
No.
Okay, now my that's
Oh, someone's at the door. Give me a sec.
23, 26, 29 total. 3 points, 5 damage. Oh, sorry.
You get to knock to the door.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Ross saying.
No, he got so frustrated with your attack that he just quit the game and walked away.
Yeah, you rage quit.
Back in a moment.
That's okay.
Don't answer the door, it's a trap.
I think 29 should take him down. So
Oh, the amount of damage you do, yeah.
Yeah, you wait till I get to Xanis. Xanis is going to cop a kick in the ass when I get down there. Pulling me off a ledge, I don't know. Bloody.
Well, the thing is, I'm not aware of you in combat because I can't hear it.
But it's more about, you knew that I was tied to the other end of the rope.
Sorry, back again.
Um,
Just had someone at the door.
The only thing I can think of is the dwarf has actually cut the rope.
That's fair call. 29 total, Martin, 3 points fire, magical slashing.
Okay.
And I whisper Xanis' name under my breath with a cranky mood.
So, not knowing what you struck because you can't see, whatever it is seems to have fallen over.
That's good.
Your sword is still drawn.
I can't put it away yet till next action, so... Yeah.
Okay, Iomi. The person in front of you seems to have fallen. Not Nashru, but the enemy.
Yeah, so can I have a look around me now and try and suss out whether or not I've hit the bottom yet, or is there still more levels below me? Like, does the winding stairs still continue down?
We're still on a slope.
Give me a perception roll.
That's a 20 downgraded.
20 downgraded. Okay. Looking around. Oh, you're probably only about 10 feet from the ground. With the sound of the waterfall hitting something, you're obviously near the bottom.
But I'm on a slope, yeah?
Yeah.
And I can see Nashru?
You can see Nashru.
Right there.
I might take a step towards Nashru and just wait and assume that we're regrouping, hopefully, because I figure I'm below the others. Yep. Seeing as I dropped down a ledge, like Nashru pulled me down. So I'm just going to regroup.
That is good.
Technically, if I took a running jump and kicked the guy in the chest, I could use him as a surfboard and surf down the ramp.
Except he's dead.
And he fell off. But you also can't see him.
Who do you think you are, Leckless?
Also, you've got steam all around you now.
So, what would Nashru like to do?
To speed.
I will take a listen to see if there's any sound of combat or stuff going on or things like that. And have a look around, get an idea where we are. So, perception of 35.
35. Okay, so as you're having a look around, you can feel a slight tremor in the stone you're standing on. And you can see above you there is a crack slowly going across the ceiling above you.
Hey guys, it's all coming down very quickly. I will move further down the spiral to see exactly how far down, to see if I can get an idea of how far down we're going to go.
Okay, so if you rapidly move down, you find that you've probably gone down about 100 feet from where you entered above, and it still goes down. You still can't see the bottom.
Okay, well, okay.
And you're about 50 feet from where you fought someone.
Okay. So, well, that's my 3 actions then.
Okay. Xanis, you going to start moving around?
Yeah, I'll start moving down.
Okay, so you move around to Iomi with Bug following behind.
I'm keeping an eye out on the looking above type stuff to see if anybody happens to fall down or happen to be in my spot, then maybe on a case to grab them.
So, because there's now less magical effects spraying the ground with water, it's a lot easier to move around.
Cool. I'll use a free action to yell out and saying, it's getting a bit dry, it's getting easier down here.
So Xenis, you only get to move once before the rope starts to get taut again. As you reach Iomi, do you want to continue moving?
No, I'll have to wait. So I'll do a wait maneuver.
So, Bug, what do you want to do at this stage? You've followed in, and you're now behind Xenis again, and you've caught up to Iomi, who's not tied to a rope.
Yep. And we think Nashru said that the ground further up's not quite such a tripping hazard. Did I hear that?
It's not as wet.
Okay, well, and at very least, Iomi would have heard the statement saying, and the whole thing's about to come down on top of us.
Yeah. So yeah, do we just keep moving then? I'm tied onto Ross though.
You are.
So I have to drag him along with me if I want to keep going.
You can do so if you wish. You can be quite a drag.
Is there space for her to get past me without pushing me off?
Now that there's not combat at the moment, and the ground is not so wet, the water's not been.
We can all just move now. We're out of initiative.
Not yet. Once Mark puts his sword away, then the other two will be able to move a little bit smoother.
Cool.
But yeah, you can technically go through people's squares now. Just don't try and stop in the middle of the square.
It was more dangerous when you were fighting and having to move on stone that was intentionally slickened.
Yeah. I still don't really want to go too far in front of Nashru though, so maybe I'll just hang out.
Well, you're probably not going to get in front of Nashru. He's some distance away.
That is fair.
Why? Where are you at?
He's like a couple more levels down.
I kept going down.
Okay.
The angle there, you're not getting the benefit of 3-dimensional there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at least 2 loops below you.
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, yeah. I'll keep walking around then. Carefully walking. But wait, does that mean I'm dragging Ross, or does he walk with me?
Well, I did use a weight, so yeah, you're dragging me along.
It's alright. He's only
consent to being dragged.
He's only a goblin.
Yeah. All right. I'll drag Ross around.
But I won't be resisting.
Okay, so you drag Ross around, and you guys are currently, as I get a get a height for you guys. And next person up, I think, is Dimly.
Okay, so did I hear the look out it's going to fall?
That's completely up to you. Would you like to make a perception roll?
I would.
Okay.
24.
24. Yes, you did hear the elf call out. It's going to fall.
Right, and I hear which direction it comes from.
Below you.
Like, but is it like over the ledge behind me, or?
Well, at the moment, it's directly below you.
All right. I would like to, being a dwarf, and of course knowing the cave-ins are no joke, leap off the ledge outwards.
Into the center of the spiral, or the other way?
Yeah, the other way.
Into the waterfall.
Yeah.
Don't you still have don't you have the ability to cast flight?
No, I used it.
The waterfall's on both sides, so.
Because I'm a dwarf and I have like stone cutting and shit, and I know that a ramp collapsing is going to kill me.
Yeah, but of course, there's the argument that says if you're able to run down the ramp, then you're less likely to be affected by the fall.
I'm using a bit of narrative from my perception roll.
Okay, so if the fall doesn't kill you, the collapse of the rocks will.
Well, I don't think so because I'm leaping out.
You can avoid having the ramp fall on him.
Now I just
And
need to
see
see.
whether a crashing water down on top of him as he falls to the ground will be a softer impact than a bunch of rubble.
Water
You've
is
been
soft-
watching too much
soft-
Cliffhanger, haven't you?
Now I just need to look up the falling rules to see how far you've fallen around.
1,500 feet around, I think.
Yeah. If I don't hit bottom in a round, I'm rolling a new character. Let's be honest.
Well, the water will give you mean to take a 10 or 20 foot less effect.
If it takes more than a round,
So yes, you fall about 500 feet in the first round and about 1,500 feet thereafter.
oh god, I thought you meant that was how far I fell.
No, that's the speed.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah, so you've hit terminal velocity.
I just.
Though
I
in addition,
literally
if you
had, like,
fall into water, snow, or another relatively soft substance, you can treat the fall as if it were 20 feet shorter.
That's right. So you'll be safe then.
But that would be 30 feet if you intentionally dove in, but you didn't intentionally dive in.
Well, he intentionally jumped off, just not dived in the water.
Okay, so as you fall, do you have any form of flight?
No, I used it.
You've used it? Okay. So, do you remember the Lord of the Rings bridge battle with Gandalf?
That bad?
Well, you haven't hit the bottom yet.
Hey, Gandalf survived, technically, kind of.
He did. And you know how he fell into this nice, pristine lake?
Mm-hmm.
You wish you were that lucky.
So,
And
what, he's going to be
unfortunately-
Gandalf the Splat.
Because you jumped out away from the ledge, Nashru might spot you going past, but not be able to reach you to do anything about it.
How far did I fall?
Everyone sees the glow go past. And there is
Next
a chance
person.
there is a chance you will strike a stalagmite, the one that sticks up, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
stalagmite's one sticks up.
Okay, you can see all the as your light glows all the way down as you fall 170 feet.
Oh, fucking hell.
You have a D20 flat check to see if you land on a stalagmite or water.
Can I survive 170 feet?
I don't know. We'll find
that'll
out
be
afterwards.
75 damage. It'll be 75 damage if you hit water.
No. 18.
18. Okay.
That's the water. Assuming you wanted to hit water, explodes the stalactite.
Mm-hmm.
You got lucky and hit water, so instead of falling 170 feet, you can treat it as falling 150 feet. So that is 75 points of damage you take.
That's okay, I've got one left.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
That's
So-
ridiculous.
And look at it this way: the only reason you survived is you hit water.
That's right.
I'm a dwarf, I know these things.
It's not like he actually survived yet.
And now your next action is a swim check.
Because how
Right.
deep into the water did he end up?
Alright, what am I rolling?
Athletics, I think.
Athletics for swim.
So you survive the fall but drown.
I just rolled a 2. So 19.
I think you should have got a
19.
reroll.
And you find yourself under the water.
Under
Oh,
the
I'm not
sea.
surprised. Dropping 170 feet in the water, you don't stop at the top.
Yeah.
And you basically see the going down beside some big pillars. Not seeing the bottom.
Do I have any actions or not right now?
That is, well, one action was perceiving.
Jumping.
One action was jumping, and one action
other
was trying
falling.
not to keep sinking.
Hang on. So, what was his first action?
He
Having a look around first of all.
was having a look around, glance, and he saw some of the things going on, and then he run.
Saw the cracking in the ceiling and stuff.
He run and
Perception.
jumped.
Right.
Yeah. Perception check, jump, try not to drown. All right. I will.
And hey, you got to fall for free.
Guys, you're taking so long to get down. Can I make another narrative request?
Yep.
Can I have been yelling "woo" all the way down?
You can woo as much as you like.
Woo!
So what you're saying is that you've now got no breath in your lungs as you hit the water and dive down 70 feet.
I believe that is exactly what he just said.
Yeah, but you don't want to land in water with
A solid breath, no.
Yeah.
So, Horori, do you follow suit?
The water's fine.
You just had the dwarf say, "Jump for your life," or whatever he said as he jumped off.
Collapse.
Considering he was incomplete, he had no idea where the edge was when he jumped.
Yeah. I'm going to put my sword away so I get rid of the mist first
Yep.
up. Then I would like to move my normal walk speed down the ramp.
Okay. So you do your normal walk speed. You get to about here.
Bear in mind, Rory, you also heard that everything's about to collapse.
Oh, no.
And as you step next to a pit and here, the ground beneath you crumbles.
Bloody hobgoblins.
And I fall 170 feet, do I, or not?
No.
Because you can fall directly, so you've only got to fall down to the next layer.
Do I? Okay.
So give me a grab the ledge roll as you drop down to the level below.
Is that to be a athletics?
That will be athletics. But you do take an additional 7 points of bludgeoning damage as rock striking on your way down.
Okay, very cool. Oh, that's almost a 20 and 19. Plus... No. Plus 15, 34 total.
Okay, you managed to grab onto the cracks in the rock.
Excuse me.
Oh, so I did actually make it down the next level, is it?
No, you did make it down to the next level, but there's
And you're
cracks in the
hanging on.
rock as rocks come down on top of it.
Oh, okay.
So when the next level will hang on is a question, but
Well, you do know when you start breaking these things that they can break all the way down.
it's likely to be a cascade effect.
Okay, that's...
Hence the dwarf saying, "Run for your life."
Can I... Okay, cool.
Well, it cost him his life, so I guess that worked out.
You are also prone, so that is one action used to get down there and fall prone, and you've used your reaction.
I haven't got 2 actions left, is that right?
You have 2 actions left, but no reaction.
Get up off the edge.
So that is one action.
Yep, no. That's a 28 to get up.
You didn't have to roll.
You'd have to roll? Okay, cool.
Remember, you
and
don't
then-
have to roll unless the GM says roll. Otherwise, bad things can happen.
No, I'm happy with the DM's response there.
Yeah.
I'd like to then move another 40 feet down.
Okay.
Or 30 feet, sorry. Not 40.
So you're so you'd actually dropped how far you had dropped 20 feet. That was... Wish I had a button to do elevation.
Elevation.
Yeah. You actually just change your height without actually having to type it. Let me see. Actually, I can do control plus minus. Let's see. So that's how far you had fallen. So you can see Bug and Xanis below you, or next to you basically. You should have landed next to them.
Okay.
And you want to continue moving, so you continue going around, and you can make one more revolution around. So you've managed to get a bit further around. You are currently out of combat. What would you like to do?
Can I swim to the surface?
Well, there will be actions going at this stage, but well, technically I'll keep you on round for round. So, what would Nasher like to do? You saw the light go past you into the water below. You hear?
And it kept falling for a while. I didn't hear a splash because I couldn't hear over the noise, could I?
You did not hear a splash.
That's right then.
You didn't hear a scream either, but you didn't hear a splash.
Yeah, that's cool. I will continue moving down. So I'll do 3 actions, so that's 95 feet. 105 feet.
Okay, so that will put you down.
So how well lit is this area?
If you do not have a light source, you do not have light.
Well, I think Horori's light source is currently at the bottom of the, currently in the water.
Well, no, that was Dimley's light source. So.
Okay, so Jeremy, you've managed to get down a fair way ahead of them.
Rory was relying on Dimley's light and his sword, and he can't pull his sword out right now.
Well, he could.
It won't give off light, though.
Okay. But it will give off blindness.
Okay, so yes, you've moved further down. Xenis. Yeah, you can see the stone has broken and fallen beside you, creating further instability.
Martin, I'm pretty sure you've missed me because
Okay,
you've got
you're going now.
after...
No, I had a weight maneuver, that's why.
I'm going to put you now because they got up to you, and it's your go. They've gone past you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so I'm going to basically use all 3 actions to try and get as far down as I can.
Slow way.
Give me a athletics roll as you need to cross some broken ground that may fall beneath you if you cross it.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I'm going to say athletics because it's going to require a jump.
Wow! 16 downgraded.
16 downgraded.
We've got another reroll. Do you want to use it?
We have 1 remaining reroll. Or you could join Dimly at the bottom.
Use the reroll.
I think that it might be wise to save the reroll to stop our healer from drowning. So I'm just going to let that result stand.
Okay, so at the 60-foot mark, you go to jump, and the ground shifts underneath you, and you find yourself leaping out over the edge, and you fall 140 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And give me
So I couldn't do a reaction trying to grab her?
She's not on a rope.
Yeah.
And she jumped.
Okay.
So give me a flat D20 check to see if you miss the stalagmites.
15.
You miss the stalagmites, reducing your fall by 20, so that makes it 120, so 60 damage as you hit the water.
How many hit points we got?
So that leaves me at 4. Hey, Martin, that leaves me at 49, doesn't it?
Just checking it now. It is 49.
Yeah.
And now's the time to give me a swim check.
20.
And you manage to breach the water's surface. So you are currently the furthest one who's not underwater.
Dimley's at minus 230. Ooh.
Okay, and that is move, jump, swim, 3 actions. You have managed to survive the fall. Xenos, you see your cleric go make the wrong jump and jump away from you into the abyss below.
Okay. How heavy is Bug?
Heavy enough that if you jump off the edge, you're not going to go very far.
No. I mean, if I did wing fly.
You are carrying Bug plus Bug's gear.
It's the gear that's going to... Oh, well, I'll...
To be fair, though, we did establish that he could pick Bug up when she was on the floor in the pit.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing was we
cool.
didn't take into accommodation what Bug was carrying, so he would have to have stripped Bug of her gear.
I also dumped all my gear first.
Yeah, okay.
And he had to dump all his gear and dump all her gear, then go back for her gear. So it was a 2-trip process.
Okay, I'll just have to... Actually, I think Bug will have to lead first and I'll have to follow up.
Are you going to stay tied? You could untie yourself and rush.
No, then Bug will beat me down to the bottom.
Bug will survive the fall.
I currently can't hear anybody's... any noise from the people that have already fallen.
But that's obviously because of the waterfall noise.
So I'll basically go gesture for Bug to go first, and I'll follow her down.
Okay. You're choosing to ready so you can only move short steps.
Yeah, I'll be moving as fast as she could move down.
Okay, so what is Bug's standard move?
Because like my move's like 45.
Yes, but you can only move one of her
I can only
moves.
move as fast as Bug.
Yep.
My speed,
Yep, what's your speed?
30.
Okay, so
Pretty normal.
you managed to get down 10 feet. Because you're going in a circle. And both of you get to make reflex rolls to avoid falling rock.
19 reflex. That's a 41.
You're fine.
Where's the add-on for reflex?
It is
You should have your saves listed probably under the fence, if depending on how you've got your...
character laid out, yeah. So on the basic character sheet, it's under armor class, under saving throws.
So with my awesome roll, can that help Bug?
Not really, because you technically have a 20-foot rope between you.
Okay, so basically she can fall 24 feet.
Does +4 sound right or not?
+4 sounds rather painful.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound right, because
Yeah.
you should be at least trained in all your saves by now.
And as you're at least 11th level, that means it should be at the most
At least plus
a
13, plus your...
well, at the most a if you've got a penalty to it, that would be +12 is the lowest it should be.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, a minimum of plus 13 modified by your ability with what, reflex, dexterity?
She should be an expert at reflex. So.
Expert.
So
okay,
that's
so
plus
therefore
4.
you got base 15 plus your dexterity modifier.
My dexterity modifier written on here is +1.
That would make sense, yep. So you get plus 16 for your reflex then.
Yep.
Okay, 18 plus 16.
That's very good.
It's 34.
You managed to avoid taking any rock falling damage.
Sick.
But that does end your turn. Both of you can make a perception roll.
That's a 6. I think my perception was 15. 21.
Just waiting to see what Bug gets.
My maths is so bad. 29.
29. Okay, so Ross, you think you have a number of rounds to get down there before this thing comes down on top of you? Bug, you think you have at most 3 rounds to get to the bottom,
Okay.
depending
And-
on how much you shake it as you move.
Do I know how far that is? Down is?
You do not.
Can I throw a head down?
You can roll a dip flat d20 check.
Rolled a 7.
Okay, your head goes splat and you don't sense anything from it.
Okay. So at least a long way down.
You have no idea how far it went before it went splat.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 5 and 500 feet it hit something.
Okay.
Okay, so that is your round. Dimly, you're underwater.
I would like to try and swim to the top.
You can. I'm looking up drowning while you do so.
Yes.
Which way is up?
I was going to leave that one out of the question. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
I'm here to help.
It's way to what he went last turn.
What do I need to do, Mun?
Okay, what you need to do is a fortitude save at the end of your turn.
If he's still underwater.
That's right. You start swimming. Hey, you might be out of water. You might not have to worry about the fortitude save.
Athletics for swimming?
Yeah.
33.
33. Okay, you managed to swim yourself. So what's your swim speed?
Your normal movement speed. What's your land speed?
I don't have a negative for swimming because I have a special underwater combat thing.
No, that's right. But what's your speed? 30 or 25?
Only 20.
Only 20.
20?
I have a...
So that would be a 10-foot on a success, or 15-foot if it's a critical success.
Just
But I can move through water at normal walking speed.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. He's got a special thing.
Yep. Okay. So in that case, then you're moving at each successful swim will then be a 20-foot movement.
And how far do I have to swim, Martin?
So what is your normal movement?
20.
Okay, so swim distance, DC. And you can move your normal speed in the water?
That's correct.
Okay. So, on the 6... And what did you roll total?
33.
33. Okay, so you actually managed to get a critical success on your swim. Which means I'm going to allow you to breach the surface. Which means that you don't have to make the fortitude save or start drowning.
And considering I only have 1 hit point, that's probably a good thing.
It's a bonus.
Alright, can I see the edge of the water?
There are a lot of edges to the water. You can see many stalagmites around you poking up out of the water. You came down between 3 of them.
Can I see a way out of this pit?
What is your light radius?
Wasn't it like 60? And then
is your light still on?
60?
Is your light still effective at the moment?
Yeah, it's just my shield.
It's just the light spell attached to the shield.
Yep, cool.
Okay, so as far as you can see, there is water and stalagmites everywhere at the moment.
So I can't see any way out.
I would suggest
Not
your
yet.
first step will be get out of the water. Go to whatever closest land you've got, and then you can assess.
Martin, I do that.
Okay, so you grab a stalagmite and start climbing.
Yep.
If nothing else, you'll be able to see better if you get to the top of the mite.
Okay, so you manage to pull yourself slightly out of the water.
Yay!
Okay, so next person, Nashru. Sorry, Horori. You can see it's starting to crumble all around you.
Okay. I'm losing sound a bit my end, so it's not my fault. It's all good, guys. Can you hear me okay?
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Okay.
you fine.
Cool. So I'd like to free action pull out the sword.
Yep, and everything goes white.
Then I'll use a 2-action thing to cast the walk thing on for my sword. So
Yep.
I've got 2 more options of that.
Yeah, walk.
And then I'd like to walk out into the middle where he.
So, question is, what are you pulling the sword out with? Is that a free action during
free
an
action?
attack?
Yeah, it's a free action as a katana. Yeah.
As part of an attack, or
It's a free action as per one of my samurai things.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'll give the exact details 1 second. It is samurai weapon experience at level 5. You're an expert at weapon group. You're a master at katana and can draw the weapon as a free action.
Okay. Then you draw it and you walk out over the area and.
I'll walk out. I'm going to go down 30 feet from there. So.
And once you walk out, you can actually get away from the waterfall and go down the edge.
Be able to see.
Okay.
You're no longer creating a cloud of steam around you.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm walking down to where I heard you before, so it might take me a while.
Okay. So you're now safely off the edge. You've dropped below the others.
Yep.
Okay, Nashru, you're seeing rocks starting to fall all around you.
Nashru's continuing to dash down the spiral. Can you get an idea as to how far it is to the bottom at the moment?
Okay, so on 3 actions, you actually make it to the bottom of the spiral, just in time to see that all the water around you is a lake with stalagmites popping up out of it. Clinging to one of them is Dimly, and you can see your sister floating in the water nearby.
Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the ramp. Does the ramp lead to land or stalagmite, or is it just it's going to be a jump or a drop to the water and or mite?
The ramp goes around at stalagmite all the way down.
Oh, okay, so yep.
And then it stops just above the water.
Right. Okay. Well, you said it was 3 actions to get down to that point.
It was 3 actions to get down to that point. Okay. Which brings us to Iomi. You're floating in the water. You can see Dimly nearby lighting up a stalagmite.
Yeah, I will get up onto a stalagmite.
Yep.
And so I have low light vision.
Yep. As you climb up, give me a perception roll.
That is 26.
Okay, you can see that there is a opening off to the, say to the south of where you are right now, southeast.
And I can see Nashru as well.
You can see Nashru on the landing as well. You can see a flying Horori above, flaming on.
So I'm going to point towards the exit and shout back at Nashru. Exit is over there. And then I will make my way towards it.
Okay. So you basically jump in the water and swim to the next stalagmite.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep sort of bouncing from stalagmite to stalagmite.
Okay. Xenis.
Okay. So how difficult will it be to drag Bug all the way down?
Quite difficult because she's bigger and heavier.
Basically, I'll have to follow
It's quite
Bug.
easy if you push her over the edge and fall with her.
I'm not going to push you off the edge.
We can just like cut ourselves apart. We can just cut the rope.
What? So?
Don't you dare leave my sister behind, Xanos.
Of course, you only hear that in the back of your mind. You didn't actually actually say it to you.
No.
No, I'll follow Bug. So she's
Well,
going
Receiving
to
a
lead.
message from
3
the
rounds.
goddess.
So I'm going to do the 3 rounds and jump.
Okay, so you'll be able to, if you spend 3 rounds going down, you'll be able to basically reduce your height to about halfway. Especially with the staggered movement. So you get to about that height, 100 feet, with Xanos before you jump.
Yeah.
So Xanos, you've been pulled off as Bug jumps.
Okay.
Do you brace for Bug, or do you go with her?
She did say I was going to fall. I'm going to try to land somewhere that's wet.
Sure. You can't really see too clearly at the moment. So you're pretty much blind to the ground below you. But you each get to roll a flat check.
Okay. So I hit something solid, I believe.
What did you get?
I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay, so
On the plus side, I take half falling damage because
Bug.
I am a.
Bug takes so that's so you're falling 100 feet minus 20 for hitting water, so you take 40 points of damage as you hit the water.
Xanos takes.
Xanos, you jump
100 modified for bouncing.
and you land on top of.
Take half damage.
You land on top of a stalagmite as you feel it pierce you.
Oof.
And you actually take piercing damage instead of falling damage because you're not bludgeoning.
Okay.
And you actually take that is 50 points of damage.
Say out.
Ow.
As you are now impaled on a stalagmite about probably about 10 feet above everyone. You seem to have slid down at least 5 feet of it sticking up above you.
I don't think you put the damage on him yet.
There you go.
Oh.
But hey, you apparently helped Bug hit the water.
Thanks, buddy.
And because of the rope that you're still tied together with, she doesn't go too far under.
Yeah, she doesn't drown.
And basically grabs onto you and is using you as leverage to pull out of the water.
Okay.
Ow.
See, if you hadn't impaled yourself on the stalagmite, she'd just pull you off it, you see. So it's a lucky thing you actually gone through you.
Well, she can pull me off this bloody stalagmite as soon as she gets up.
Alright, promise.
So yes, and behind you, you watch the stairs start to crumble as Nashru manages to roll to be out of the way as well because it's been 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you are technically out of combat now in the water, as you're no longer at risk.
And then someone starts playing the Jaws theme.
You're no longer at the risk of the falling rocks.
That's right.
So I shall describe this area now that you can actually see it better. And you're no longer running around. The waterfall drops into an underground lake. Its surface broken by dragon boulders that form makeshift stepping stones from the pathway to an arched doorway. Hundreds of screaming, leering faces cover the walls of this cavern. and mixed amongst the boulders are stalagmites sticking up. One of them being where the stairwell was wrapped around.
Oh, so there's actually like stepping stone boulders there.
There are, but they are set about 10 feet above the water and require jump checks to make.
Right.
It's designed for monks.
Can someone get me off this bloody thing?
And it's amusingly, your monk is the one who got caught.
So the stalagmite that the monkey's stuck on,
Yep.
is that the one that Nashu's at the base of?
Sure, we'll have you at the base of that one.
Okay. Nashu will then
Wait a second,
reach
you
to
can break the bloody thing. They're not that strong.
Nashu will then help Bug climb out with the rope, and also who was it? Iomi, you were already out of the water, weren't you?
Yeah. I've been sort of hopping for like swimming from stalagmite to stalagmite towards the exit
Okay.
that I pointed out.
Right, so Nashu's going to get Bug out of the water first, and then look towards the goblin.
Okay, you have no problems moving towards the goblin. You reach him. He is quite well held in place with a taut rope below him. He could try to break the stalagmite.
The rope shouldn't be taut anymore because Bug's out of the water at the base of the thing. So.
Okay,
Don't move, Zan. We're going to help you.
So, do you wish to try to break the stalagmite, Ross?
Probably when they're actually here to support me, so I don't fall into the bloody water.
Okay, so they are at the base of it around you, so you could break it now if you wish to. What?
Yeah.
How are you going to break it?
Well, wouldn't it be easier for Nashu to lift you up off the stalagmite like a...
I can eventually get down there and pick him up and take him across the thing, kind of thing, if he wants.
Well, that'll work.
And you see Horori stepping down from the air above.
Probably sniggering.
And I go see him going, damn it, you didn't die. Pick him up and take him across the water. So, or if Jeremy's picking up Annie, I think as well, or is Annie okay?
That's okay. You've got the blade that can give him a cauterized wound if you really wish to.
It's a good idea.
Hang on, rolling dice. You are lucky that I passed that, but so I'm
sure the blade loves to help goblins.
It's already beaten me up multiple times.
The blade can't talk to me now. You're lucky. If the blade was talking to me, you'd be in trouble. So I go, no. He's somehow a member of our party. I do, So I just help him across the water. And
so does that mean that Bug's water skiing?
Well,
I can somehow help.
Okay. So
no, because when Bug got out of the water and therefore no longer needed the rope to be able to help get her out of the water, untied her from the rope.
Okay.
Okay, so you managed to airwalk Xanis to the ledge, looking out over the water where Iomi's heading. Okay, who's going to try to do the jumping across the stones?
Nashu's happy to jump. So,
okay. Is anyone else trying to do it?
Sorry?
Is anyone else trying to do it?
No, but can I just give a quick suggestion? A question, actually. How long has it been since we did the last healing?
About maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Well, shit.
It's okay. I've got you covered. You're lucky I saved my heal. That's all I'm just saying.
Well,
I'll come.
I did suggest some rest options last session.
I know. I think we all forgot about it.
That's okay.
But I've got my...
I didn't forget about it. I just figured that losing 8 hours of the 13 we have left on the countdown was not wise.
That is fair.
It's true, but I kind of did rewatch that episode, but I'll talk about that later. So that's all good. So I don't think I'll talk about it later, Grace. It's all good.
Okay, so Nashri's doing the jump to jump. Annie's swimming from pillar to pillar.
Yep.
And Dimly also swimming from pillar to pillar.
I think swimming would be safer than trying to do any sort of check right now.
Well,
Okay,
I was
so
going to say, before we start jumping across, has Dimly been affected by Nashru's battle medicine?
I don't believe he has.
No,
I don't think Nashru's had to use the battle medicine much at all. So
no,
I
I
wasn't
don't
100%
think it's
certain.
yes.
No, I haven't.
So yeah, okay. Well, Nashru will aim to patch you up on the stalagmite before we start jumping across. So. So he's going for a DC of 20. Yep. And I don't think... No, unfortunately, not quite a critical.
Thank you for trying.
So 19 points.
19
Oh, no, that's
points.
fine. We had 19, so I'm up to 20.
Better than he was.
Now, as Nashru's going from pillar to rock or whatever type stuff,
Yep.
he's aiming to stay as close to the wall of the cavern as he can.
Okay, so you're not going to go take the direct path?
No. Go. Always take the circular path.
Okay.
Never
You
go
realise
straight
you
to
won't be
something.
doing jumping that way then, don't you?
There will be no jumping at that stage. You'd just be swimming or walking on the wall if you can walk on a wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh, excuse me.
yeah. Because how far apart did you say that the pillars were?
The pillars were roughly, so they were 10 feet up off the water and
Yep.
about 15 feet apart.
Yep.
That they stretch across the centre of the lake, not around the outside.
They do.
Oh, okay. So it's actually effectively a path down the middle of the lake, not just a whole heap of rocks and pillars scattered throughout the lake.
It is,
No.
yes. There are stalagmites scattered throughout the lake,
Yep.
but not walkway.
Oh, okay, right. So, and do the stalagmites look like they're landable on if you jump and go from one to the other?
If you're skilled at jumping, you could.
Yeah. Okay, he's skilled at what is it, athletics? Master at athletics, and he's got wall jump, so technically he can do double jumps, like he can go boing boing pinball.
And it's about 80 feet from the ramp to the landing where Horori put Xanis.
Mm-hmm. So, well, okay. If Nashru can, if there's effectively a path that he could use that would allow him to not swim, jumping from stalagmite to stalagmite, not taking the obvious path, that's his preference.
Okay, you make it there without incident.
Okay.
As do the others who swim. The amusing thing was, if you had have done the jump from path to path, there were 3 traps along the way.
Told you not to take the obvious.
And they were the equivalent of throw you onto a stalagmite trap.
Okay. Well,
Oh, that doesn't do anything. We found that out.
Okay, so yes, you have reached a area with some ledges going up. Seems to be a platform for viewing the lake where you are.
Okay. Is there anyone viewing us at the moment?
At the moment, no. If there was, you think they retreated when you came down. You did make quite a lot of noise.
Okay.
Especially a crazy dwarf going, woo!
Wow.
Can I
So
go
the
to-
landing that you're on seems to be carved with screaming figures with distended jaws all along the ledge.
Sorry, I missed that. Was that carvings or real creatures?
Carvings.
Carvings, okay.
And as you're Jeremy, as you're going from post to post, you notice that one of them has one of Bug's severed heads embedded on top of it.
Can I collect it?
Well, basically, it doesn't look like it's worth collecting because it is pretty much hollowed out.
Well, but okay, if I can collect it without too much effort, I will do so.
Okay, you try
Do I-
collecting it, but as you grab it, it pretty much disintegrates.
Okay.
Do I recognize the culture of the carvings?
Give me a history check.
Bad people.
Would academia count?
Sure.
$23.
Okay, looking at it, they seem to be pretty much the equivalent of tortured souls.
Like what culture though?
Tien,
TN. Okay.
which is, useful considering you are in Tien lands.
But,
Yeah.
and remember also that we've seen a lot of tortured and maimed type decorations all the way down through this temple.
Yeah.
Or this,
So it's more representative stuff. It's not like any sort of like religious trappings of actual tortured souls or anything. It's just carvings.
It is.
Yeah.
Martin, can I use my nobility lore on this at all? Would that help at all on looking at these carvings? Like being a teen person?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to give it a go. Let's work it short.
Iomi just looks at them and goes, well, they're creepy.
Well, there's only 18 total, Martin, so I'm not sure if it's any help.
Okay, so if you're looking at them, this is what your final fate will be if you don't succeed against the Oni. And all those who fight them.
things I look forward to.
Okay, so I'll gulp, and then I would like to go over to Dimly, and I'll go over and put my hand on his shoulder and saying, "You're such a brave dwarf some days," and I'll heal him for 11d8. So
11.
yeah, it's 11d8. So I'm going to roll it now for you. Where I find the d8s? Well, I can just get Martin to roll it if it's easier.
Well, I could, and see how many ones I can roll.
I trust you, Martin, to roll well. Okay.
That's okay. I can just do dice, and you want 11 of them.
11d8, yeah.
Okay. That doesn't
I
actually
got
show me.
59.
What actually happened to my result? There's no result on that one. That sucks.
You just rolled all 8s, didn't you?
I did. Okay, so what it told me was 49 on that one.
Thank you.
There you go. And then I've got to wait another hour for mine. So you looked a bit damaged, and I thought it was very brave for you to jump off there and go, Geronimo!
So I got a 5, a 6, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 2, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 6, and a 3. So nothing. So only 1 2 and 2 3s out of the whole lot.
But nothing above a 5 either.
1 6, 2
1
6s,
6.
2
It's
6s.
above average. It's above
So
40.
you sure you didn't
So
roll
that
that
puts him on
PC?
70 health, does it?
69, I think.
I've got him on 69 exactly.
Yeah, okay.
There you go, Dimly.
Yeah, brave's one word. I don't know if it's quite the word that Nashua would use.
Well, considering what I think the goblin did was different, I'm saying brave. So.
See if I can actually fix this dice tool so I can actually see the bottom of it.
And I'll record that awake now out. Okay.
So amusingly, the dice tool should actually tell me what the result was, but it did not. I guess they've moved the result to something else. It's been a while since I've used it on, and the new version of it may not actually give you the result on the tool. So let's see. If we need a game log, here we go. So if we need to do more dice rolls, that's basically what it would show.
Thanks, Martin.
All good. Okay, so looking out here, and you've got an hour. It's every hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've got to record it on my thing now, so I record it based on what you tell us how far we've gone. So. Same with my focus and all that.
And I've got about 40 minutes before I can heal, right?
Yep.
So we've all made it to the edge of the lake, and we've
And
now...
pulled out. You climbed up about 10 feet of screaming skulls.
Marvellous. I'll mention to Bug that I'll hand her the crumbled remains of her skull, saying it hit something on the way down.
I don't know whether I kept the witch or the dude's head, because I left one with Splat.
Okay, so witch on a even, dude on a odd. So roll a dice. So that was the dude's head, I believe.
Okay, cool. The chick had better perception anyway.
But hang on, so but were you saying the dude was the one you left with Splat, or the dude was the one you had with you?
I thought you were saying I threw the dude's head.
Okay.
So the Splat must have the chick's head.
There you
which was
go.
the better one anyway.
Okay.
If we ever get out of here anyway.
Well, that's okay. There are many things that can happen.
You've got Nashua with you, you'll be fine.
Okay, so
Nashua's too young to die.
You all hear someone call out in TN.
Yeah, I hear it. Do it.
Yeah.
So those of you that understand TN, hear Rory being called out in a for a duel, an honor duel. Basically, you killed my brother. Prepare to die.
Oh fuck.
I am.
So
He says
where that's come from,
It says I am Rasagian, one of Muniscaru's chosen. You have killed my brother. Prepare to die.
Before it happens, can I touch him on the shoulder and say heroism?
You could. Then he would no longer be considered a hero. For that
Sorry?
purpose, he will no longer be considered honourable in the duel.
No, I before you touch me, I say no. It's not honourable to do that.
All right.
Because he's been called out for an honour duel for samurais.
Look, do you understand TN anyway?
No, I just saw people up ahead and yelling, so I was like, I'll just...
You saw no one up ahead. You heard yelling.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And that's what I'm saying, is the fact that what can we see as far as where things are or what's happening and where, like in the sense of, okay, yeah, it's called not a duel. Are we in the middle of effectively an arena or something like that?
You see a bridge up ahead in the stone, rising up out from the landing where you are. And so you hear this request for an honor duel called out. What do you respond with, Horori?
Just a quick question while he's formulating response.
Mm-hmm.
Is that bridge like the only possible path we have from here?
It is the only possible path you have from here.
Okay, cool.
Nashua's going to fade away a bit in the shadows.
Fade away, fade away, fade away.
I assume audible means one-on-one, not any of your Any of your, I suppose, staff I yell out back in turn?
He says, "Do you accept a terms of an honor duel?" He calls out.
I, as a samurai, I do, because that's part of my thing. I can't say no to that.
Okay.
One of my edicts is honor, so I've got to follow it.
I know.
Damn you, man.
Okay, so before you see what appears to be a what is it? Ogre mage appear out of nowhere, standing on the bridge, standing before the bridge ahead.
An ogre mage.
Yep.
Sweet.
He has a glowing falcon held to his side, in a ready stance.
Just for me, like the dumb player at home,
Yep.
what does that mean?
He has a weapon ready. He is not flat-footed, so if you were,
a falchion is a type of weapon.
it is
Yeah,
a blade that is a like a curved scimitar
It's
sort
like
of
a
thing.
big scimitar.
Okay, cool.
Often,
Thank you.
normally two-handed.
Yep.
But in the hands of an ogre mage, it might, if it's a standard size falchion, it might only be one-handed.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nashu's, as I say, he's hiding and he's going to maneuver around to A, look to see if there's any other people around, and then B, prepare to modify the odds in any such duel.
Just trying to check something.
Okay, so Jeremy, while you look, you see that he has what appears to be a Gorgon mount in the background,
Mm-hmm.
kitted out as full samurai armor.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, so how big an area are we talking about in here? And
So you're talking about, okay, I can do an area up for you.
Please.
let's get an idea of what have we got to work with here?
Okay. Where is my mappy map? Quick draw. Wall. Okay. Maybe a little bit cruder than I intend, but it'll be just a quick thing.
It's enough to get an idea what we're looking at. That's all that matters.
Problem is making it actually doable while still actually seeing the screen enough to.
Sorry about disappearing. My wife dropped one of those Pyrex jugs, so there was a lot of glass everywhere.
We actually didn't hear the glass, so you did well. It was a stealthy drop.
Oh. So we've run into Inigo Montoya.
Very much so.
Killed his brother, prepared to die, is pretty much, yes.
Yeah, but
He's bigger than his brother, but don't you remember that?
the important thing is if you have 6 fingers on his right hand.
No. Rory's got 6 fingers on his right hand. But yeah, this guy must have an outstanding mustache.
He does have an outstanding mustache. Okay, so I'm about to move you all to where it is. Okay. And I'm just going to give you some basic coloration.
Okay.
So the areas with color will be different elevations. So they get higher the darker it gets.
Okay, yep.
So there's a drop down to a ledge to the 10 foot above the water, and there's some stairs up to where the guy is, and I really should stick a guy in there. Bad guy. Content library. Because I wouldn't want to disappoint. And have you got yourself sorted out there, Mark?
Yeah, my challenge is not back yet, which is really annoying.
That's right, he challenged you. He's beaten you to it.
Yeah, my challenge gives me extra armor and a few other bits and pieces.
Yeah, it does for him too, probably.
Yeah.
And the Gorgon.
Oh yeah, the Gorgon.
Can I do something before the fight? There's only one thing I want to do before the fight.
What's that?
It's called the Broken One Prophecy one. It's a 2-action at command. I have my relic shine holy light.
Well, we are going to call initiative at this point, and it's up to you what you want to do.
That's very cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Roll initiative time. Here we go. Yeah, it's not the best initiative.
Okay, so what is Rory's initiative?
20.
And does anyone else want to involve themselves in this? If they
Yeah.
do, they need to roll initiative now.
Unfortunately, my poor initiative, but 26.
I'm going to roll initiative just in case, but like I may not do anything.
So basically, we're rolling for initiative if we want to respond.
If you want to respond,
Those
otherwise...
that understood TN understand that the samurai has been challenged and has apparently accepted the challenge to honourable combat.
Oh, I don't understand TN. Can I still roll initiative?
Well, you can roll initiative because someone seems to... They have spoken together, so you know something's happening. But you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So what was your initiative?
37.
Jesus.
Okay, so who is up next?
Oh, can Bug go in too? 29.
29 for Bug.
But yeah, also still might just do nothing.
Okay,
this one.
What was
You got
Dimly's?
26 for Nashru?
What was Dimly and Xanus's? Because I haven't heard them yet.
Can I actually join in when something else attacks?
If you choose to not roll initiative now, you skip the turn you roll initiative in.
So if you roll initiative now and then just delay, then you can be ready to actually do something as soon as something happens.
Because at this stage, you're either choosing to be ready for something or choosing that it's not your concern. That's your choice.
24.
24 for Dimly?
And was it? This is using perception, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that is a 34.
Okay, so, Iomi, you are first. What do you want to do? You see someone standing before you on the bridge here.
At this point, I want to step to the side so I'm not in between anyone, and I'm just going to watch.
This side? He has pointed a sword at.
I'm watching the situation.
You can see him point a glowing sword at Horori and put it to his in a readied stance.
Yeah, how's Horori responding? He shouted something back, didn't he?
He did, yes.
I pointed my sword at him, back at him. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, step out to the side and just watch for now.
Okay. Okay, he yells out again to you, if anyone else interferes, he'll consider you without honor.
We can't hear you, Martin.
You load your speaker or something there, Martin.
My speaker's still there.
A lot of interference.
I think that was coming through someone else's mic.
Yeah, it sounds like vacuuming.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was hearing a lot of noise come through my speaker.
Okay.
I'm guessing it was vacuuming the Pyrex.
Okay, so you.
So you were saying that the ogre mage was saying something.
Yes, the ogre mage yells out that if anyone else interferes, he'll consider you without honor, and they will treat you as such in this life and the next. That
Can I
is
tell
whole,
the party before I go up there?
That is his whole action.
Okay. Well, that's his whole action, is it? Okay.
Yes, and now Xenos. Can you understand Tien?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you just heard it. You just heard what he said. What do you do? Do you attack and cause dishonor to Horori?
Well, I'll actually translate what is stated into common that they can understand. So no one interfere. This is a fight of honor.
Okay. Then it is. You can hear the beast behind stamp its feet and the ground shake as it stamps its feet. It's the biggest gorgon any of you have ever seen. Then Bug, you're up.
Was that 4 squares that it was 4x4? No, it was 3x3. Yeah. The other ones were only 2x2, weren't they?
They were.
Well, I was going to say, if the large ogre mage uses it as a mount, it needs to be huge.
Yeah. No, I'll just chill. But I'm ready to intimidating glare the shit out of that Gorgon if I have to.
Okay, so what is intimidating glare? Is it a single action? Or is it a double action?
I think it's single. I don't know, it's a feat. I don't know, I did up on my...
Intimidating glare. You demoralize with a mere glare. When you do, demoralize loses the order to trait. You gain a visual trait. You don't take a penalty if the creature uses 100,000 understanding language.
And I also have terrified retreat if it fucks up real bad.
If the feat doesn't say what actions it's needed.
So which one? Which page is it
So
on?
I'm assuming it's demoralise is the action she's doing.
So you're doing a demoralize action?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Are you doing a demoralize action?
Yep.
She said she's not at the
No.
moment. She's just preparing to.
And demoralise is a single action skill.
Yeah.
So she can ready it.
So you can ready a demoralize.
Yeah, because it's only a single action.
And what is the trigger for your demoralize?
I don't know if its accomplice attempts to help it in any way, because like we're not allowed to help Harori.
Okay.
If it attempts to help.
And she wants to use the demoralize on the accomplice, not on the guy.
That
Yeah.
is fine. I have to ask these things. And then Harori.
Okay. Where am I? Okay, am I right at the front there in the map?
You have the green arrows around you.
There'll be 2 movement to get to him, won't it?
They're just trying to fix the squares because they seem to have messed up.
Yeah, your super honourable opponent decides to take the high ground.
Burn.
So burn. If he's going to stand there, I'll go 2 moves up to him then. I assume there's 2 moves.
And how much can you move?
30 feet per move.
Okay. Sorry about that. It seems to have jumped a bit on me. So that... Come on, go back to where you're supposed to go, bugger. Okay, so apparently you started there now.
Okay.
And it's not letting me select you anymore. So what's your normal move?
30 feet.
Yeah, the tool seems to have gotten itself in some sort of mess.
I think we should auto kill the big boss then. Save all this hassle, Martin.
Not worth it.
Okay, so I say you can move up to him.
Kill there, Mark. You roll a d20, Martin rolls a d20, whoever's higher wins.
Sure.
Not
I've got his
tonight,
bonus.
Jeremy, not tonight.
So you move up to him if you want to.
Yep, I'll move up to him.
Yep.
Is that 1 action or 2 actions?
That would be 2 actions, I believe.
Yep.
Maybe you should ask him if you can wait an hour.
Because he is at least... It's 20... Oh, you can do him... Yeah, I can give it to you in 1 action if you move to there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good.
And as you move to him, he steps back to give you room to get up.
Oh, he's being all nice about it.
Well,
Hey.
he did challenge him.
Hang on. So you move back, so you would be move outside my...
No, he's letting you get up
So
into
therefore
the
you're not
level
trying to
ground.
fight him on the stairs.
He's basically undoing his height advantage.
He's an ogre. It's not going to make a difference. But anyway, okay. He's still taller than me anyway, wherever he stands. It's like, okay, fair
He
call.
doesn't actually get a height bonus on you when you stand next to him.
Oh no, I was going to do reaction, but I won't.
You don't have to actually get all the way to him. You could step to the side and allow for movement around, depending on what you want to do.
Okay, so I've had to clone you because of the way it has gone and locked up on me.
Yep.
So the clone advances in front of him. You advance behind him.
Okay. That seems to have fixed up that bug. And so you've had 1 move already.
Yep. I'd like to move in front of him, please.
Yep.
Oh, no, down below. One across. Yeah, because I want to make sure that I've got the Gorgons between him and me. So
It's only over there. It's certainly a
yeah.
tiny little one.
Yeah, that's the one that worries me at the moment. Okay, so that's 2 moves.
Yep.
Then I'll attack, I suppose.
Okay.
Because he challenged me, and he's moved back, and I moved with him. So 1 attack. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
40,
Nice opening.
43 total.
So you rolled a 43?
43 total, yeah. 43 upgraded, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, waiting on that bit there.
Sorry, apologise.
Okay, so on a 43 upgraded, it is actually a critical with a card.
Okay, I'll get all the other dice ready.
But he is going to use his special ability to reduce your critical to a normal critical instead of a critical with a card.
Yeah, he's got a samurai that can counter criticals.
Okay, I can fix that straight away. Okay, I have a feat to use once per combat.
Yep.
That means I can make a hit, a critical hit after that.
Yes, but it's still a critical hit. It's just not a critical hit with a card.
Oh, okay, cool. So, cool. I'm happy with that then. I can leave. I don't want to use that one. Yep.
He removed the card effect.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Because it turned out the card effect was going to be decapitation.
That'd be perfect. I'd be very pissed off Gorgon. That'd be perfect, okay?
So you were using a slashing damage?
Slashing katana. Yep.
Well, look at it this way. You would have left 2d6 persistent bleed damage on him if you had a hit with it.
Oh.
That probably wouldn't make much difference in this combat.
How much damage did you do?
I'm slowly working out now, so gotta get the calculator out, so bear with me a second, guys.
Math bad.
Oh, it's just too many dice, man.
Ogre mage aren't the things that the sword particularly hates, are they?
It hates Onis, but he's not an Oni. He's actually just a samurai. So
He's an Oni chosen, isn't he? Didn't he call himself Munisuku or whatever chosen?
He did.
is he a fiend? Is he a fiend or that fiend Oni kind of thing, man? Or?
He does register as an Oni to the blade, just not the one you're looking for.
But that still makes extra damage, doesn't it?
It does.
Ooh.
Okay. Hang on just 1 second. I have to double check something on that. So he's a fiend, do I? So I get an extra plus AC deck thing for him because he's a fiend. So anyway,
He's a fiend and an Oni. They are two different things.
Okay, cool.
As well as a giant.
48. So 48 plus 16, 5 plus. 61. 77 total damage. 16 of it fire damage, slashing and magical.
Okay.
Is that with the critical?
That's the critical, yes, the total critical. Yeah. So I didn't roll any 8s or 9s. So.
Oh no, I had no idea whether it was that was the roll and then you doubled it from there. I think that'd be impressive.
Okay, so what would Dimly like to do now?
I've had it explained to me what's happening.
Yep.
There's a Gorgon, so probably the only thing I'll do is just kind of, mentally prepare myself to jelly wrestle the Gorgon if things go bad.
Okay.
But that's it.
And what would Nashru like to do? You had snuck off to the side, so I'm going to put you over here.
Yep, okay. Nashru obviously wants to get a better sight of the thing, so yeah, he was going to go to there, and then I'm assuming that's a bit of a climb up the wall or whatever to get to that level.
It is.
He's going to, carefully climb up the wall there, staying in the shadow, in the darkness, and get a good position to watch the combat.
Okay. You get a good vantage point. And then Naomi, you're up again. You can see that Harori has struck a vicious blow.
I'm going to very casually and non-threateningly, just amble my way up the stairs to the top of the stairs so that I can continue to watch what's going on.
Well, technically, that's the top of the stairs.
Oh, am I already at the top of the stairs?
No, if you're down here, the top of the stairs is up here. So if you were to
want
move...
to go on the other side of the stairs, so you're a bit further away from Harori.
Yeah, I don't want to be, right near Aurori.
Okay. So you move over to there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ogre Mage goes.
Gulp. Wish me luck, guys.
You've already had your luck. You've got a 20 to start with.
I know, just worried about what he can do to me. I don't know yet, so.
Okay, he takes a 5-foot step as his first action, which does not provoke.
No, it does not.
But you are still within his range.
And he rolls a natural 20.
I'm using a focus straight away on that one, sorry. I have to.
Okay, so what's your armor class again?
33 with the +1 from the actual broken one. So 33 total.
Okay, so you can reduce it from a critical with a card to a critical if you wish to with that effect.
Yeah, that's better that way.
Okay.
Because this card would have been the decapitation.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried. Yeah.
Tit for tat.
I got one focus left.
Yeah, the difference is he's got 2 attacks left.
Oh, no, I'm fully aware of this.
You've also got a reroll.
I know, but
He doesn't have 2 attacks left. He's only got 1 attack left because he took a 5
Yeah, 5
step.
foot. Yeah, he did indeed. Yes. But he's a monk. He's a samurai monk, so he gets a flurry now.
no, he's an ogre mage. That's the bit. The mage bit is the one that worries me at the moment.
So he does 28 damage with that swing.
Is that all? Oh.
He's not wielding a artifact weapon.
Oh,
Specifically declined to.
can I, as a free action, can I say something as a free action?
Sure.
Yeah.
Your brother hit harder than that. And he's dead. Brother hit me for 70 last time, I remember that. I know it's going to spike Mark into some random stuff now, but...
Ogre Mage Berserker.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, Ogre Samurai Berserker. Yeah.
Okay, so instead of trying to punch you, he tries to grab you around the throat with his hand as a grapple check.
32 again.
Great. Pop goes the weasel.
So what are you saying? You did the 27 damage, but he wasn't swinging his sword?
So with your samurai things, you can make a failure a success or a success a critical success.
I have one. Yes, I can. With one of my focuses, I can. So all my focus stuff, I can remove a condition, make a critical hit to a normal hit. But I've got a. Unless he's a Ronin, he can't do that where he makes it a critical hit.
Okay. So he just fails to grab your armor, but you do feel his nails scratching on your chest. He just missed grappling you. If he had done that as his first action, he probably would be choking the life out of you right now.
Fair call. Fair call. I didn't piss him off. So.
Okay. So that is his action.
Yeah.
So, Xenis.
I'm still being a spectator at the moment.
You do see a rather pissed off Oni.
Yeah, with that bloody hit.
Okay, so the Gorgon stays in the background, and it is Bugs go.
Cool. I might move up from here.
Move up to your sister,
Yeah.
and that's all you're going to do?
Yep. Still looking at that Gorgon.
Harori.
Okay. Just make sure I'm on 101 health. Is that right?
I believe so.
I'll double check. Make sure you got it right. I got it right.
87.
87. Huh? Okay. Glad I checked with you. Okay. Cool. I will make a 5-foot move in front of you. Any response from him for that?
He has nothing set up.
And then I'll attack.
Okay.
Can I use the last reroll?
Can use the last reroll. It is now used.
That's better. 37 total.
37 is a critical hit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well,
Don't trust your face right now, Martin.
What was that?
But I don't trust your face right now.
It's not the guy in front of me that worries me, it's the guy behind him that worries me at the moment. So
Is it going to be an Obi-Wan? You strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
let's work this out.
You did start with the high ground.
And he did let him walk up there.
52. Nine. 81 damage, 12 fire. Magical slashing.
Magical assassin, only fiend destroying.
He goes down, and you feel a bit of life go into your sword and into you.
Ooh.
Anything like last time at all? Or
Very similar to last time.
do I get any like bonuses or anything like we did last time from the? Oh, we haven't killed the end boss. Okay.
You haven't killed the end boss.
That's right.
But does he now have a pet Gorgon?
Wow.
Doubt it.
And what do you want to do with your final action?
Okay, we've got an angry beast coming our way, guys.
Maybe, maybe not.
Don't know yet.
Theoretically, like an honorable match, right? Like, what else is meant to happen?
That's what I don't know if he's honourable or not yet. So I'm not sure about. So, okay, and I yell out in TN to everyone within earshot. I've beaten him honourably. Please leave the battlefield. And looking at his beast directly.
Okay. So, what is Dimly doing in response?
I flex my knuckles because can I hold an action? Trigger being if the Gorgon attacks to rush towards it to try grapple it.
Can you grapple something 2 sizes larger than yourself?
Yes,
Got
I
the
can.
Titan thing.
Yes, I can.
Or, if not, he's stupid enough to try.
Exactly. Yes, I can. 2 sizes bigger because of Titan Wrestler.
Okay, so you are now ready.
Prepared to.
Hey, for Annie and for Grace and Bug, remember the Gorgon has a cone attack? Yeah, so just make sure you're outside that cone if you can, if it's just going to hit
Yeah.
So, Nashru.
Nashru's going to climb the wall and continue creeping around that wall, that edge of the wall, to see what's further beyond.
Okay.
So he can move a total of, well, theoretically up to 105 feet. But
So, you want to move past the Gorgon?
Yep.
Okay, you can see that there is a bridge over here.
Okay. If I've got enough movement, I'll move up to the door so I can be prepared to listen and see if there's anyone on the other side.
Okay. What is Iomi doing?
I believe that I'm going to ready an action.
Yep. And what action are you readying?
Yeah, That's what I was just checking. How far away from Harori am I?
To stand next to him is 15 feet.
So I'm 15 feet from him at the moment.
He is 25 feet to target, but you can stand next to him in 15 feet. Because of the way angles work. So he's 25 feet away, but 15 feet to stand next. If you're doing a touch spell, you can move 15 feet and touch him, or if you're doing a ranged effect, it is 25 feet.
I can move and then ready with my other 2 actions, can't I?
You can, yes.
Yeah, I'll move behind him.
Yep.
And then I'll ready shield other.
Is shield other a single action?
No, it's 2.
You can only ready a single action effect.
Okay, because I did just say I can ready with my other 2, and you said yes.
It takes 2 actions to ready. So you can move as one action and use your other 2 actions to ready a single action as a reaction.
So the point is, you could ready something, but it has to be a single action effect, not a double action effect.
Or a free action that doesn't have a trigger.
But if I don't move, I could ready a spell.
If you don't move, you can still ready a single action.
2-action spell.
No, a single action spell.
Single action spell. Sorry, yes.
Ready only does single actions out of turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, that changes things. Yeah, that changes things. I might just move behind Harori and leave it at that.
Okay. Then it is the dead guy's go. Who doesn't get a go?
That's 2 brothers killed. Yeah.
Be bad if there's like 7 brothers.
Okay, Xenos. Last person to act before the Gorgon.
Can I hold my action because I'm waiting to see what the Gorgon does?
Are you delaying or holding? Because so are you doing a readied action or a delay?
A delay because I don't know what the thing's going to do.
You're gonna let it act first and find out what it's doing.
Yeah, I want to see what it does first, then basically respond to what it does afterwards.
Yeah, which means it has its full turn before you can act.
That's correct.
Yeah, just making sure everyone's aware. Okay, so it moves this way. So those of you who have ready actions for the Gorgon moving.
Mine's only for it attacking.
Does anyone have it ready action for it moving?
No.
So, do you have attack of opportunity, Jeremy?
No.
It goes through the doorway in front of you. Pushes through.
Okay. So it presumably didn't see me.
Oh no, it saw you.
Okay. It's got good perception, huh?
It's very
what
hard
did you get in the room then? When the door's open, what do I see?
It's a stable. There is a cot next to the bedding for the Gorgon, which is, and a stand for its armor.
Okay.
Oh no, it's on. Maybe I'll wait till we have a free action before I ask the next person. So it's okay.
And currently, you are now out of combat because it's not threatening anyone.
Can I roll a check on whether a Gorgon would understand TN? would it know that it was honourable combat? It would have. It's done the right. It's actually said, no, my master's dead. I'll go back to my stable. Would it do something like that, or can I?
Well, look at it this way. You consider it the equivalent of your Bruce.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
So it won't attack us unless we attack it. I'm kind of feeling right now. So, can I have a look at Jeremy and can I whisper to him? Is that door lockable?
If you walk over to him, yes, but
yeah,
as you're out of combat, you can all move over to there.
Yeah, well, I'll go to Jeremy and go, can you check if that door's lockable?
Remember, so Nashru was stealthing, doing when he was moving. So,
is that door again the only path we have that we can take?
Did you want to check the ogre mage?
You can do it on the way past if you want, Xanis.
So the ogre mage has large gear.
Yeah.
There is a bridge that goes across some water here, but I haven't done that part up because we are pretty much at the end of the session, and it continues north.
When the stable door was open,
yep.
Was there any other exits from the stable?
No, the stable is just 4 walls
Just the
and a
box
door.
room type stuff with okay.
Martin.
Yep.
The on his sword, I like to work out who actually made it using my guild lore. Trying to work out if it's actually his sword or it actually is a fallen samurai sword.
Okay, give me a roll.
13 plus my, which is 16. That's 29.
The design predates anything you've ever seen. So the forger is not a anything you've read about from the last, say, 200-300 years or at least. And its provenance is not something you recognize.
I can have a look at it if you want. I've got some warfare lore and nobility lore. I might be able to determine it. If you want that. Oh, we can do that next week if you want that.
Yeah, well, basically, if it was his sword, I'd just leave it with him. But if it was a stolen sword, I would try to find the rightful owner.
His armor does bear the same symbology of the sword.
Okay. Just leave it with him.
Oh, does the armor have Gorgon heads on the side of it?
The armor does have a Gorgon head on it.
Okay, so I've gone through a...
So, who's eating in front of the mic?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Sorry, just hearing the crunching and the stuff.
No, I wasn't eating. I'm sorry. I just discovered my antibiotics that I hadn't started and had to pull them out of a plastic bag.
Okay.
No, it's like, all good, Grace. No, I think we leave till next fortnight, Phil. I think I've killed the brother. I've just got to wait for the 7 sisters and the 5 other brothers, and then we should be done.
Don't worry. You've still got the parents to go.
I was going to say, there's no 7 sisters. There's just the 7 brides for the 7 brothers.
Sorry, 7 brides. Sorry, I do apologise. I've got the British wrong. Thank you for correcting me, Jeremy. That's. I thought he was going to hit me for more there, but he didn't. So, but, oh well.
Well, technically, you aren't his designated foe.
You're not worthy.
Okay.
Still no bonsai.
Oh well.
You belong to the wrong family line.
Ah, okay, yeah. I know what you're getting at now. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's call it.
So what? He doesn't have any royal blood in him.
Well, no. His royal blood is not the right royal blood.
Yeah. I think he's more after Miko than me. I think I've got a feeling. Is that
No.
right?
Well, no. If you look after Miko, it'd be after you.
If you would be able to affect a Miko, he would affect you.
Okay, so
Because you're a scion of the clan Amaterasu or whatever.
Yeah.
Amaterasu, yeah.
But
Yep.
they say there's at least 4 other major clans, I believe. So
Yep.
So it would most likely be the whoever was the emperor at his time of being stuck into this prison.
Ross, from what you gather, any Oni in here had to have been here when it was formed before the first emperor of this region.
Okay, so whoever is the descendants of the dragons who imprisoned him in here.
It wasn't the dragons who imprisoned him, it was the spirits of the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're older than the dragons.
That's why we've come in here. That's why we came in here, because the spirits of the forest said, our prisoners have escaped, but we can't get in there, so they're not all escaped.
How long ago was the first TN emperor?
Probably before Earthfall. I've got the notes somewhere, I just don't have them handy on me. But it was it is one of the oldest civilizations still existing.
Yep. Before I went for a teen background, I looked up the lore, or some of the lore, just had a look at it, and it's fairly big. It's.
The Atlantic culture is still existing. It's just down to a population of 1.
Well, but hey,
it's a
one goddess counts for a lot.
I start calling you goddess now, just out of just normality now. So yeah.
Well, why buck with tradition?
I think so. Oh, it's a good night, everyone. I think we almost tried to die, and then we've killed one of the brothers. So
Okay,
we've
so
got mother and father to go now.
Yep, and you did the Highlander move.
So looking at the
You stole
official
the brothers quickly.
timeline for... I think it's called the Shining Kingdom.
Turns out dwarfs can't fly.
But you can plummet.
You can plummet, and you can get a nice friendly heal from your samurai. So.
I thank you so much.
That's right. When I saw how bad you were, I go, yeah, I'm gonna have to heal you. Yeah, it's like yeah. I knew that's why I saved it, because I thought I'm gonna have to heal somebody at one stage, and it's probably not going to be me. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. We'll see how we go next session, guys. Thanks, everyone. So
Thank you all.
It is all good.
Thank you for game. It's been awesome, guys.
Yep.
And look, you're still
See
alive.
you tomorrow night or next week or the week after. Stay safe until then.
we'll do.
Good night, all.
Yep.
See ya.
Good night.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
And Martin, we'll see you on Thursday at around 5 or 5:30 or something.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, I'm now going to go and attempt to pass out because I'm running on 2.5 hours sleep.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.